Welcome to Altero, a world filled with romance,
seduction,
danger,
oh no, watch out,
intrigue,
ooh, what's that about?
night creatures, ow, secrets,
Shh, I'll never tell,
and of course, food.
Yummy.
So join us in Altero for Eat, Slay, Love.
Eat, slay, love.
Quest Cube! And you are joining us for episode 2 of our long-form D&D campaign, Eat, Slay, Love. I'm Roz, your dungeon master today in the homebrew world of Altero. And we're going to come back to learn more about the story after a couple of quick announcements. Trevor!
Oh, hi. I am Trevor. I have announcements. Okay, so first of all, we would like to give a very heartfelt thank you to our sponsor. This episode is sponsored by Tomb Guardians, Curse of the Usurper. And we have a little video to explain a little bit more about their Kickstarter. Roll the video! Hey, Quest Keepers, we are very excited to tell you about our sponsor, Tomb Guardians, Curse of the Usurper. Their Kickstarter is now live. Follow the link either in the chat or in the description down below on YouTube to sink your teeth into a cornucopia of extras. Curse of the Usurper is an adventure that sprawls over 900 pages between 3 hardcover books.
That's right. Book 1, entitled Trouble in Havdir, centers around the beautifully fleshed out port city of Havdir itself, as well as the surrounding area. This is where your party will begin to form their reputation as heroes of the people, or as an ominous force to be reckoned with. Ne'er-do-wells beware, though, as Havdir comes with its own table for crimes and punishments, with penalties ranging from fines to disfigurements or even execution.
Oh, damn. Book 2, entitled Darklands of Vlaskel, where players venture north of Havdir to a dark territory where the sun only shines for half the year. There they encounter the vampires of Moonhaven, potentially engage in combat with the Ulfrid giants, and can explore the Neverdawn Asylum.
Book 3, entitled Lost Mines of Shekel, takes your party to the south of Havdir through treacherous swamplands inhabited by witches and undead wyverns. Your destination, the Mines of Shekel, wherein players will try to break the ancient dwarven curse and prevent their unholy destiny.
The books are loaded with unique QR system that provides music to set the atmosphere for various locations, and even read-aloud sections that are performed by voice actors, providing an accessibility to GMing that I've never seen before. They're also packed with more than 60 maps, stat cards for new spells and diseases, over 50 items, and over 100 unique monsters and NPCs.
The Kickstarter is loaded with so many extras, it's amazing. They have a custom DM screen, campaign dice, character sheets, a huge selection of original miniatures, and the STL files to print over 400 Dwarven dungeon tiles.
That's a lot of tiles.
My favorite.
That's a lot. That's customization at the wazoo. So please go check out Tomb Guardians, Curse of the Usurper on Kickstarter, and the link, if you're on Twitch, is in the chat. If you're on YouTube, it's in the description down below, and go back this awesome project. Thank you so much, and now we're going back to Altero.
Wow video. It's so cool, it's so cool.
Yeah, all right, okay, so all of that stuff that was just said, amazing. Go to their Kickstarter now and pledge, and you can get cheaper access to all of, whatever area you choose to pledge at, different access to different things, very cool things. There's like over 400 freaking STLs for dungeon minis. They've got original minis. It's wild. It's very impressive. And and one of my favorite things in the book so far, looking through it, is there's QR codes that you have. There's music that are themed for different sections, and if you don't feel super comfortable reading things out, maybe you don't have a voice for a certain section, there's dialogue. You can actually have a read-along dialogue where they got voice actors to do it. It's super cool. Yeah, it's unreal. It's
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to play through it.
Holy smokes.
Yes. Also, our Patreon is live. So you can help to support QuestKeep to continue to bring you very cool tabletop things, and you can get access to awesome exclusive behind-the-scenes stuff. Where there's merch, there's discounts on merch for certain Patreon tiers. And also, we have our show Dice Unfolded, which is the fireside chat with the cast of our tabletop things. We will be doing that again after this session, and you can watch that exclusively on Patreon. Yeah, and we're gonna get back to.
And although we're playing in the homebrew world of Altero.
Yes. Oh, you're just teaming me up. I was getting there. But thank you. Yes, we are playing in the homebrew world of Altero, which we all know and love, which was created by Matt and Roz. Amazing fantasy land. We are very privileged and honored to get to record and play and work and live on the traditional lands of the Musqueam people. So, what is it? Land back? Land back. The land back movement. Look it up.
You can also go to native-land.ca. You can put in your postal code, and it will tell you all the lands of the fantastic peoples that you live on. And it'll also give you links to their websites so that you can show how to support and take part in reconciliation.
Yeah.
As well.
And despite it being .ca, it actually...
It's worldwide.
It's worldwide.
It's worldwide.
Yeah, it's not just Canada.
Yeah, fantastic. Let's catch everybody up a little bit on your characters. So describe a little bit about what you look like, introduce your name, and also as a player, we have some amazing guests joining us. You don't hang out in QuestKeep all the time. Let us know where you're from, where people can find you, and all that kind of stuff. But let's make it a part of a quick recap for your character, who you are, what we know about you, what you remember from last time. Alan.
Hello, my name is Alan. I am playing too many O's. Onavin Onyedi, who is a scholar of chaos crystals, who is from out of town, here to kind of further his research. And what did I learn last time?
You appear human.
What did you learn?
What did I learn?
You
last
appear
time?
human. Fine.
Like, you're human, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. Sorry.
and
Yes.
what
Yes.
is your garb? What do you look like?
I am a human male with a
It doesn't sound suspicious at all. I am a human man.
I am a human.
Regular
man.
human
I work at
male.
the business store.
I do business.
One alcohol, please.
I have one meeting.
Yes, all of those things are true. I wear very formal garb from my order, from my house. I'm just here to learn some things, and I'm stuck with these fine folks.
Because you went to a party.
I went to a party. Some things happened at the party. A couple people exploded.
It's fine.
And I'm sure Jess will fill us in on what she remembers next from there.
Yeah, funny you should mention it. I, too, was at a party at which people exploded in a pussy sort of way.
Yeah.
My name is Jess, and my character, her name is Lyra. She's a jet black bird person, and there's not enough known about her yet for me to get into too many details. Yeah. But she also was at a party at which people exploded in a pussy sort of way.
Yeah. I didn't want to open with pus. That was the thing I was trying to dance around.
Roz did.
Cowards.
I chose violence!
You chose pus.
You chose pus. You chose pus.
Anyway, yeah.
My name's Lauren. I am playing the character Magathra Forge Keep. Keg Forge.
Keg Forge?
Oh my god, I already forgot my name. Magathra Keg Forge.
It was a day.
It was a day. Who is a blonde female young dwarf. She was working at the party where the pus explosions happened. It was her first day of the job, also turned out to be her last day of the job, and ended up running with these folks out the door as we have been framed.
Me? Hi. I'm still Trevor. I am playing Anthem, who is a tiefling bard and was at this party, was gifted a ticket to end up at this party, and then people started exploding, and it didn't go the way I was hoping it would go. And then we all ran from the place, followed Lyra into the catacombs, where we are now hiding with one very dashing Pietro.
Caspal. Pietro Caspal.
Gaspel?
So handsome.
I didn't catch that.
Oh, yeah.
She knows his last name.
Notes!
Yes.
You would.
I'm assuming she knows much more than that. I mutter his name on my pillow every night.
Wow.
Amazing.
Do you know his last name? Okay.
I mean, we didn't talk a ton, but like,
Wonderful.
I also know his last name, but we have not fought.
Yes!
It's tattooed right.
My name is Em.
not a challenge.
And I'm from Blackwater D&D. I'm so happy to be here as a guest with the lovely folks here from Questkeep. My pronouns are Faye Fair, but I am playing Oralani. Pronouns they, she, V. And I am a red Volpe who, was at this party because they found a ticket in the garbage and decided
Living her best little fox life.
living my best life, truly, and then seeing signs of a betrayal of some kind. Managed to pop somebody, quite literally, and then sauntered their way out to find out more. And I'm really not sure what everyone else is concerned about with me. They seem to have like a lot of issues, but I don't have truly any idea why. I'm really not sure why.
Great, I would like to cast Detect Thoughts, please.
On M or both scary, both very scary.
Which one is less harmful?
It's because you're evil.
I mean, maybe.
Just a little evil.
Just a little.
Yeah, Allie, you did detect little bit of evil coming off.
I'm Matt, and I play Alla, who is a Oath of Glory paladin to the goddess Allegrapinia. Oh, sure, here, it's awesome. Thank you, Murdoch. And so I'm a paladin of joy and performance, and I actually do have a level of bard. I was sent by my god to train with them for a little bit. I've been on the road performing since I was a child. It's really all I know.
And then you went to a party.
Yeah, and I like to party.
and then last night some people exploded.
Yeah,
It got kind of weird.
that's not normally in my parties, or at least not like that.
So we're getting started. It's gonna be
Paladin of sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Here we
Think of
go
it that way.
today. Okay, so we are here in the room in the catacombs. It is a hideout. Deep, winding, twisted, lost in the catacombs for the local Thieves Guild here in Canada. It is a tense moment with all of you as you're in the room and you have had to make some deals with Pietro, a member of the local Thieves Guild that you know and you have spent some time with. Some of you also know him and have spent some time with him. And he has agreed to set up a meet with Mobo, a local mob boss who runs a restaurant called the Salty Pig. You're gonna go there. It's now early. Other shops haven't opened. So,
Did we take a long rest then?
long rests if you rest in the room. So that'll be the question. Do you choose to sleep?
Oh, no.
Ooh, yeah.
I had to stop by my temple of my god to pick up my stuff. So, I'd have had a bit of prayer and meditation there, but not like a long rest.
Do we have a level of exhaustion?
No.
Okay.
I would probably want to suss out how far we are from the place where the wine is stored to see whether that's something that's worth getting tonight, as opposed to
Could just give him the paper, though.
give.
Mobo.
Let's have you guys jump into the story, assuming that you've ducked out to go grab your things, up to sneak through the city a little bit. You can bring back some news.
I'll meet them at the Salty Pig.
I
Okay.
need to give a bottle to.
I look to Lyra and I go, Well, you know these tunnels better than anyone, and I own this wine now. So perhaps you and I go for a walk, and we go find it and bring it back.
We go find it better than anyone.
Better than anyone.
Lyra will lead the way.
And I kind of just like saunter off, my tail just swishing behind me as I follow after Lyra.
And Lyra's tick, 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 very quickly.
And the other three of you, you can either choose to stay here with Pietro, get some things, rest a little bit. We won't do exhaustion because you guys will have probably done at least a little bit of back and forth rest. You can stick around here. You can also go with Alla.
I think I will stay here.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
I'm gonna stay here and flirt and then ask questions.
There's a temple of Onira right by where I'm going. It's a god of writing and knowledge.
That does sound intriguing. Perhaps I will join after all.
Quick temple tour. I've given you all a little map of Kant, so you can see for the city, sort of the key elements. In that kind of shaded purple center, that's the old town, so that is where the Candy Club was and the entrance to the catacombs. So there's a couple of temples noted, which is where the two of you need to get to. And you're going to be going there through the night, before the sun rises.
Something we didn't quite resolve. Orlani was asking Pietro if they knew anything about the letter. And then things kind of got a little weird, but then...
You tried to steal my letter.
Yeah, I just wanted to look at it. But I feel like that moment didn't fully resolve.
We didn't have a chance because I think I had the
Yeah.
poison over.
We were going back and forth, and
Yes.
you realized that he was lying.
Yes, I did.
That he does recognize the symbol. It's like a lock with a key near
Yeah.
it. And so on your way out the door,
I just like
popped your nail underneath.
I popped it open, and I think you like I slide my kind of my claw underneath to pop it open, and I put a claw hook in his shirt collar, and I pull him out the door with myself and Lyra. So you're gonna tell me what this is? Because you're lying through your teeth and you're bad at it.
well, stretch. Not bad at it.
I'm sure you stretch wonderfully in many ways, darling, but this is not one of them.
It is a invitation.
To what?
Across a bunch of peoples around Orleana, an invitation to a very special wedding.
I love weddings.
It's just not for everyone.
But it is for me now because I have this invitation.
Possibly. You'll be able to get in, maybe?
Fantastic. What language is this written in?
What languages do you speak as well?
I speak...
I'm not a mimic.
Shoot.
Yeah.
I know, I'm rolling to see if I snuck to... Yep, I did. I just wanted to creep to... Because you just pulled just outside the door, right?
We would have started down the hallway and I would have pulled them down the hallway.
I'm eavesdropping. It's 19 perception to eavesdrop, so...
Common Goblin Elvish.
I speak Common, Elvish, Primordial, Abyssal, and Druidic.
So some of the script is familiar, but you can't read it.
Okay. Anything close to any of the languages I know?
Elvish,
Okay. Great.
and you recognize it.
Okay.
So if you're standing close by, it's using a very similar script to Elvish, but it doesn't make sense unless you speak Goblin.
Okay.
You understand this?
Yes.
How much money did I get from those wonderful people
Oh, yeah, right.
in the party?
Aha! Your loot take is 13 gold pieces
Okay.
and 7 silver.
Okay.
And you've looted, because you also looted on your way out the door?
I looted on my way out the door and the pockets of Charcus.
Yes. And all of that will add up to a total of 24 gold pieces.
Damn.
This fancy people at this party.
Yeah.
You went through their pockets on the way out. And A couple of silver, like 4 silver.
Okay.
Yeah.
I take out 3 gold and I put it in Pietro's hand.
Just disappears.
I'm always happy to pay for services.
Very nice.
Good. Shall we walk?
Walk.
So I kind of give him a wave and then we walk down the hallway.
Lyra's gonna tick, 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 tick off.
As you tick off, I use telepathic speech on you, and I say, be mindful of that one. Watch yourself around them.
We're still okay. Yeah. So then you would see like an image of this Volpe, but like with a lot of like features that are changing and shifting. Like rapidly changing and shifting, as if it's like unclear what's going on, which could be interpreted as like a recognition of what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
And we wander, I follow Lyra through the catacombs towards my cache.
And we'll come back to the 2 of you. As you pass by and Pietro looks down at the piece of paper and, he's about to head back inside and, symbol is a man.
A man.
A man, but he's made a pact.
I understand those. Thank you, Pietro.
And so back inside the room with Pietro and are you sneakily getting back in the room or are you gonna follow the 2 of them?
I don't know that I had to leave the room to hear. what was
Yeah, you
being
could have been
said.
on the side of the door.
Yeah, I think I'm still in the room.
Okay.
But then it's just me and you, right?
I think so.
And Pietro comes back in.
Right.
Yeah, we've left for the.
Yeah, you're off to a quick temple tour.
What is going on?
I'm not quite sure. I don't know who to trust. The only one I know is Allah, so. Why did you leave?
I didn't want to get framed.
I mean, you were just working, yes?
Yeah.
So, why do you think you would be framed?
Because we were literally the only ones who didn't explode.
Yes, but then we also ran. So if anything, we look guilty now.
It's just dawning on you.
I didn't think of that.
Yes.
How do I clear my name?
I don't know. I don't know that they even know that we were there.
Oh, they know I was there.
They know you were there.
Yeah.
But I didn't. Oh, I know some of those people know me. Damn it.
Didn't you get an invite? So
No, I got a ticket, but
there's probably a ledger with your name somewhere in it of who they issued tickets to.
I did not buy the ticket.
Yeah, but it was given to you.
Yes.
Somebody invited you.
I'm a little worried I was supposed to eat the cake.
Did I see it all like a guest list or anything? Mm-hmm. So would I have seen a guest list with his name on it?
His name wasn't on the guest list.
Okay.
Given the ticket.
His name wasn't on the guest list, but many people whose names were on the guest list clearly gave their tickets away because you didn't recognize, like they didn't all come in that way. But you were only told if they have the ticket, it's okay.
Yeah, right. Do what I'm told.
Exactly. And Pietro's kind of eavesdropping when he comes back in. He's like, oh, dumpling.
Yes.
Oh, that you run. Oh no, that will make you look very guilty.
I panicked. It was gross and it was oozing together. Like,
It was gross.
I was worried that they were going to attack first.
Well, I very much hope that, you get out there, you ask Mobo about the mushrooms, and he'll put you in the direction of what all this mystery is about.
Should I just go to the town guard and just
No.
throw myself at their feet?
No. If you were to go to anyone, I would go to Chip or Ozzy.
But what if they were part of this? What if they exploded? We didn't see them after this.
I thought they saw one of us.
We saw a lower tier.
Yeah, we saw like the head of the guards,
Yeah.
the head of the like not guards, but the security staff.
Yeah.
Bouncer.
Yeah. we saw
King
your
bouncer.
boss.
Yeah.
Where we should probably go, and I'm gonna pull out of my pocket the thing for Mint to be. And does it have a location?
Yep.
Where is it?
So it's going to be on the map. It's outside of the main area that you're in, more central into the city.
Okay.
Not in the walled city.
No, not in the walled city.
Kind of like here-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean,
It's still currently night, but you're heading towards sunrise, and you guys would have taken enough of a. It is a safe place to rest, so you've rested.
everybody else is off doing something. I don't want to sit here and be useless. So, I'm going. Would you like to come?
Yeah. Anything's better than sit here and ruminate on all my many mistakes.
Yes, it's terrible. Okay.
Well, I mean, dumpling. No.
No, not you. Not you.
Opposite direction of where you're going. There are no gates close to Mint.
It's gonna take a little bit of time.
We'll do some athletics checks.
Okay.
We'll keep it speedy. You're also gonna have to be stealthy and sneaky because the guards are out looking for people. So we'll roll checks. Okay, so
Should we change our looks?
I can do that very easily.
Do you have any spare clothing I can swap out?
You know, maybe you two want to be alone.
She blushes deep red. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
so on your journey, roll a stealth.
I have disadvantage on stealth.
I love it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna take a little bit of time. So you guys are gonna have to like make a really quick look at Mint to be and roll up this way. If you want to make it back in time for an early morning meet at the docks area. Not the docks, where the salty pig is.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back to what you've rolled. Just
Yep.
roll.
Yep.
We're gonna come back. We're first gonna do the two of you, and then we're gonna go out to the temples.
So I think as I would be following Lyra through the tunnels, you would just hear kind of Oralani just like humming a little song behind you. Nothing descript or nothing like you would know, just kind of following your move and just letting you lead the way.
How long has it been since the party?
It's been
Okay.
maybe like a couple of hours. It's like 4 hours.
4 hours? Okay, cool. Cool. As I'm moving ahead of you, and I say like to describe kind of like the way she's moving because her feet are quite silent through the tunnels. First, she'll start to like mimic some of the humming and sounds that you're making, just like little kind of like call and response moments, waiting for moments of silence to punctuate them with like little like I'm listening to you, I'm hearing you, we're here together. Eventually, I would make it through to the location that was written on the card.
And you would get to a spot where there is a lock door. You have to get through that locked door in order to get into where all of the valuables are stored.
I look at Lara. I'm not very good with locks, but that seems to me like something you might be.
Good with locks. And she's gonna attempt to pick the lock.
Nice.
I'll cast guidance on you if you do so.
And the guidance you see kind of like you watch as something lifts off. You see this kind of haze lift off of Oralani's skin and circle around their hand and down their fingers, and it just kind of encompasses your hand as you're trying to pick the lock.
She's gonna look at it.
They won't hurt you.
Won't hurt me. And she's gonna fiddle with it for a little bit. And that's going to be a 29.
Holy, I was like,
Yeah.
just working on the DC. Yes, yeah. It's like this lock was made for you. It's like it's the lock that you've practiced on.
Yep.
It just everything about it is just smooth. It doesn't even click.
Great.
It just opens.
Perfect.
Like butter.
And as Lyra goes to open the door, I'm going to kind of put a hand out, and I'm going to cast Detect Magic to make sure there is nothing there that will hurt either one of us before we walk in the room.
No additional magical barriers
Okay.
or concerning traps or anything like that.
Okay, fantastic.
You at this point would see this like little particle sort of swirl in your head, and you'd see the door opening as Lyra looks at you like this.
Let me get one thing very clear with you. I'm not going to hurt you. I can promise you that.
Why?
Because you're not in my way.
Not in your way now.
Then perhaps a conversation we revisit later.
Revisit later.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
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 After you.
After you. And Lyra goes first.
Incredible. I love this energy so much.
You're here in the room with the wine. There's ways to move it, or you can just inspect it, and we'll hear what you did, but we're going to leave you from that scene.
Yeah.
And we're going to pop over to at the temples. And so you can visit both of them, but very briefly. Or you could just pick up your stuff and visit the one temple that you would like to see.
Yeah, no, I'm going to do some prayer and stuff at my temple as I get my kit on. And yeah, they're quite close to each other. They're on both at near the Royal Plaza, and just somewhat not really out of game, but just so you know, the symbol of this god is an open eye. So you would probably know
A thing or
from the library.
two.
It would be a known. Yeah.
I say, do what you must. You will find me here when you are done.
Excellent. Will do. And I'm not being stealthy. Like, I would be at disadvantage anyways. And yeah, I'm just walking like I'm supposed to be there. 'Cause
And
I
what do
am.
the acolytes at this temple wear? Do they have like are they all dressed in the blue?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, this temple doesn't, because there are two temples to Allegrapinia and Kenda, and this is the older one. It doesn't really have, it's not really maintained by acolytes there. It's more of just a place to go to worship.
So we'll say that there's just one that you see in the regular blue robe that they would be wearing. And you see them walk by, and it's the middle of the night, the dead middle of the night. But what they're still doing is knowing that that is still the time of Allegrapinia, and so there is still just one person wandering around and lighting a few candles or doing some like incense things, and they clock you, but they just nod and move on.
I left all my stuff here. They know who I am.
Yep.
Big hug. Enjoying performance. Friendly people here.
Oh yeah, you probably have like a whole handshake thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Do you want to spend some time here, or are we gonna head over to? Are you gonna join? You're just getting your stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, depending on how much time we have, you know, if we're not doing anything until the morning, spend a few hours kind of meditating and gathering.
If you start to
energy.
play, you'll start to get people coming. You know that about this place.
Okay.
If you play at all, you'll rouse people, and they will come to the temple.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play. I'm just taking, because this is sort of for some resting.
Okay, and so you meditate instead.
Yeah.
And across the street, basically, at the other temple, there are lots of the symbols of the eye. And many of them are made of glass. But you don't pick out anything like a chaos crystal or anything that rare. So these are just representations. And of course there's books everywhere and lots of like wings into libraries.
Yeah, so I just find a quiet kind of area,
Probably in one of the library kind of like offshoot areas in a like a subject that I feel more familiar and at home with. And I sit down and take out my journal and begin to take note of all of the evening's happenings.
Both of you roll insight on your travels to the temples. And religion.
Okay.
And religion.
Yeah.
And religion.
Oh, there we go.
Whoa!
Did you want to step away? Like, we're working on this scene. It's been a rough night.
He's down one horn.
I cast Disguise Self.
Incredible.
Disguise self to appear slightly more human. Okay, so over here at the Temple of Agrippina, insight.
It was 14 for religion and nat 20 for insight.
So the religion is the type of meditation that you're doing is still harmonic for you with nature and
Harmonic.
the people around you. It's a typical process for you.
Yeah.
It's the kind of way that you meditate all the time. And the nat 20 was on
Insight.
And so you're getting a feel as you look out across the city through some of the open windows that something is still going on with the way that there are still guards and alarms going. And it has changed. It seems like they've probably contacted someone from the capital. You can see that they've changed the color of some of their alarm beacons. And it seems like there's an investment beyond just the regular city force that would be represented.
Okay.
Think on that a little bit.
For religion, I rolled a 5. For insight, I rolled a 21.
Whoa! Okay, so the way that in Saraham you visit temples for Onair, it's a little bit more focused on a different side of the god. And you realize that here they've really represented writing to communicate. And you identify with that because, you know, the Library of Trachis and all that, but it's actually the process of doing it seems to be really important. And you start to think that, like, a scribe is not the same as somebody learning.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of just copying of texts, which you're a bit like, I don't get it
Yeah.
in the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
It is a shame.
so yeah, you can see a couple of scribes, and they don't look like they're doing the kind of research that you would encourage, because they're not thinking about it.
I don't say anything to them, but I do just kind of like.
That's so much worse.
Wow.
Okay, so on the high religion, the high insight roll though, you see the same thing because there are windows across here and places, and the colors you don't necessarily recognize it as much because you're not as familiar with, you know, what might be signals across Orleana, but there's a general vibe in the streets, and you see that most of the people that you would have expected to be out finishing the night of revelry and the way that the city is usually about entertainment doesn't sleep usually. It's quiet out there.
Well, besides the alarms and the very concerning happenings of the evening, it is otherwise quite a pleasant change. I will wait.
And with there not being very many people around, it does benefit the two of you who are trying to sneakily find your way to Mint-to-Be. Middle of the night, the shop is closed.
What was your stealth roll?
Well, with disadvantage, it was 12.
Not so bad.
That's better than mine regular roll at 11.
Oh!
One of your horn spells.
But then when we're noisy, that's when I do cast Disguise Self.
I think as I see you cast Disguise Self, like I can't stop myself, and I just start asking you torrents of questions. Like, that is so cool. How do you do that? What do you how do you do magic? Can I teach me how to do magic? I really want to pick up some new skills. You see when I'm on the road.
Yes, you can
probably learn, but now is not the time.
And you realize that you are the only people out in the streets, and you would also expect there to be more people. It's unusual that it's so quiet. And when you get to Mint to Be,
We're there.
it's a real shop,
Okay.
and it's not open.
Keep an eye out,
Okay. Okay.
and I'm gonna try to get in.
Okay, so you're trying to pick the lock?
Yeah.
I just kind of keep peeking around the corner looking for.
Great, roll perception.
Oh my god. This die is against me today.
Oh no.
Still a 13, but
13, you're not gonna be able to get the door unlocked.
It was a 5.
You're watching him, not it.
Yeah. I'm just like, so I have like another question.
what are you keeping in?
Where did you come from?
That was not the time.
And she's distracting you while you're trying to get the door open.
Literally watching his back.
I'm like looking at his tail and I'm like, so like, how much movement do you have with your tail? Do you have like a lot of
You can't see the tail right now.
Oh, you can't. Okay.
It's.
I know it's
I've
there.
wrapped it around my body to. So
I know it's
not
there.
Out there. Yeah,
I was looking at it earlier.
that's
maybe.
fair. This is the front door. We can talk later. And I'm gonna go around back.
Try the back door.
Yeah, see if there's.
Okay, roll perception.
Not this dice. This dice. 15.
Perception as well?
No, you're rolling to unlock the door.
Okay. Way better. 28.
Okay, so you're able to get inside.
This one's not locked.
This one was open. No, the back door was still. They both locked their doors.
Okay.
And you're able to pick that lock decently, and you get into a traditional bakery and shop.
Okay. Look.
You left her out front, right?
I came around the back.
Oh, you did come around the
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
but I was watching like the alleyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Close the door.
Yeah.
Look for signs of.
Just speak up a little bit.
Right. Try to find where.
Poison?
Yes.
Us?
And if they made the cake.
Yeah. I'm gonna
beef.
look. I'm gonna look for beef and gravy and potatoes.
It's easy to find. They clearly made beefcake here.
Okay.
Okay.
And just looking for any weird ingredients that look
Okay, roll investigation.
like something you wouldn't put in a beefcake. Hey, dirty 20.
15.
So you don't really, you see the classic ingredients, nothing really stands out. And the amazing part is that nothing poisonous stands out to you at all. In fact, the shop looks suspiciously clean. Like if they did do something here, it has been completely scavenged,
Okay. So no answers here.
scoured. You know what I mean?
It feels like they cleaned up after themselves pretty good. So.
Or they didn't make it here. Like that guy. Do you think he actually worked for the mint company?
No.
So like maybe they didn't. Maybe they intercepted the food and did something to it.
Okay, well then we shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you hungry?
Yeah, like some bread loaves. I'm gonna like
Bread loaves, they've got really beautiful apple turnovers.
Oh, I'm gonna steal some of those.
Yeah.
Like a bag.
I'm gonna take whatever is like the most simplest but like good looking, like simple food. Something
Are you
like
looking for something
like-
sweet or savory?
savory?
Okay, so probably the simplest looking thing would be like a little meat pie.
Oh no.
No, not simple enough.
No, there's a lot of trouble.
No meat from this place.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So you're not interested in that. Okay, what about a little like walnut cookie?
Yeah, I'll take some of those, and I'll be like, the others are gonna be hungry too, and I like
That's why I
grab
love
like a shopping bag,
Yeah.
and I start
I'm
filling
taking
up
a
with
bunch
all
of
these
apples.
You're
goodies.
gonna rob the place?
Well, I mean, I feel like
Okay.
Is there
they
a
just
safe?
killed a bunch of people.
We didn't kill anyone.
Yeah. No, they did. I'm just saying, even if Mint didn't do it, their brand is ruined. This food's just gonna go for waste.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a logical point. And so you pack up a couple of shopping bags full of
Yeah.
assorted bakery style items.
Yeah.
Is there a safe?
Is there a safe? Not that you can pick out. Not that you see.
Fine.
And all of you need to meet back
Yeah. Okay.
towards
Yeah, let's go.
the salty pig.
So as we're leaving the room, I look at Lyra. It would make sense that we don't take all of it. We take a sampling and we lead them to where it is so they can come to pick it up themselves.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
All right. And Pietro asked for a bottle, so perhaps we bring 2.
2, 3.
3.
3.
Perfect. I pass one to Lyra. I take 3 bottles, and I take like a small, what would be like a sampling barrel of wine. That it wouldn't be one that would be like, this is going to be tapped for a restaurant, or this would be like, I take this around to showcase the wares. So I would take a sampling barrel. And then we would seal the place up and start to wander our way back to Pietro.
I will try and lock it again. From the
Ooh,
outside
smart.
with my-
Yeah.
Guidance again with that.
Thank you.
You were never here.
Yeah, 27.
You were never there.
It's a good team. I like this.
And as I finish up doing it, like Lyra will she'll finish doing it and then immediately just turn and go back down the catacomb. But you'll see in your mind that like an image of the mechanism inside the lock. It's kind of like a shifting bunch of little bolt things, and you'll see them kind of click back together.
Cool.
And then she's gonna dart ahead of you, maybe 30 feet, and as she continues ahead, you'll see what she's seeing ahead.
Amazing. And I walk behind back to Pietro.
Right.
Very pleased with this whole scenario.
You drop off a bottle of wine,
Yeah.
and you all know that all of you need to get to the Salty Pig. So we're gonna pop there, unless there's any final thing that anyone wants to do in the spaces you're in. You got access to all sorts of things.
Eat some buns.
Before we go there, I would unfurl the note. Can you read this for me?
Yes.
Wonderful.
And she will take it, and I think she would try and communicate it directly to you visually.
Cool.
Yeah, as clearly as possible from what she's seeing.
So it is the story of a man who's very deeply in love with his wife and family, and is reaching out to others who know her to invite them for the renewal of their vows. But he's very concerned because many people don't feel like they should be together.
Are there names in the letter?
He has just signed it, WS.
Okay.
He doesn't mention her name. He just says, I know you love her, and I love her, and we should be together. But it's all falling apart.
Okay.
Communicate as much of that as possible and sound out the initials that are.
But it is an invitation to a wedding still.
Wonderful.
So he intends for them to be officially married and anticipates problems.
I look at Lyra and I go, do you like weddings?
Weddings.
Would you like to be a wedding guest? I'm going to need a +1.
+1.
Good. And I turn it back up and I kind of run my thumb over it to seal it back up with a little bit of warmth, and then I tuck it, gone in my robes.
Where is the wedding again?
Doesn't say.
Doesn't say. Okay.
It assumes that if you know WS,
And whose pocket did I pick this one out of? Because it was Jermaine Turdo, Jermaine Turdo, Hepa Burdau, and Masli Karai.
this is Masley.
Wonderful. And I would keep note of
And
that.
you would remember which pocket that was from, yes.
Yes, and I wouldn't say anything about whose pocket I picked it from, just that I've now associated that Masli and the Karai family would likely know something.
Yes.
Great.
Perfect. And it's obviously intimate enough that not all of the names are given to you.
Needed, and
Yeah.
it's written in a way, I'm assuming, that not all of the names needed to be said for them to know who they were, for Masli to
Yeah.
know who they were
Yeah.
talking about. Fantastic.
Lyra's also gonna say back to you, do you like weddings?
I've only been to 2. But they were enjoyable. To a part, I suppose.
Apart.
Things tend to get out of hand amongst my people at weddings. So,
out of hand.
Yes.
Yes.
And we continue.
And everyone meets up at the Salty Pig.
We do.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Brat snacks.
Yes. Where'd you get those?
We went to the mint place, mint to be,
Yeah.
to see if I could find
Middle of the
evidence of the poisoning. Yeah, we broke in, and nothing. So turnover.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
I found some vegan cookies. Oh shit. Sorry. Would you like some vegan cookies?
I'll pass. Thank you.
Okay.
I feel like I lock eyes with you, and I'm just like, just kind of like a. We blocked eyes before about this food, and so we lock eyes about it again.
Once is enough, after all.
Certainly. The actual establishment looks very clean. Like the kitchen itself, top notch.
Suspiciously clean.
Yes.
In like an old man's voice, you hear from Lyra speak.
Do you understand? Understand? Do I understand?
Meant to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Meant to be.
Like the joke? Or do I understand why it was so clean?
Yes.
Yes, I think they were covering their tracks, or they did not do the poisoning here.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
I'm not sure.
I doubt that it would be people actually from Meant to Be. I mean, it's a well-established place. I've been there lots of times. They're good people. I suspect somebody else got a hold of it.
Something was wrong with Mr. Sage.
Oh, yes.
That
Yeah. Like
I concur.
I think he was possessed. I don't think that whoever was. He seemed too. What was that? Like,
the outfit didn't even fit him properly.
Well, if he was possessed, he
No.
was very calm about the whole thing. That didn't look like possession. That looked very, very willing.
Why willing?
what do you think was happening?
Well, generally when you know something so intimately you can recognize it in someone else. There was a moment where he and I locked eyes and he saw me and I saw him.
And what did you see when you saw him?
Yeah,
Yes.
What does that lead you to believe?
Both touched by Eureka in some way.
Okay.
Was he in the room when I cast Detect Good and Evil?
He
Or
was
Divine Sense.
actively melting.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah,
was the big
he was
evil
the
in the
first.
center. And
But
then
when
there
he
was
melted,
Okay.
you still sensed
Itty bitty
evil
evil.
from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know that.
I wasn't sure if it was that person.
Do you believe that he is truly dead?
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure he was fully there to begin
That's
with.
what I'm saying. I don't believe he was there. I don't like when you poked the thing, you interacted with him, but then he was like, "Oh no!" Like,
I put my hands, I kind of leaned down to the ground and I kind of put my claws in the dirt, and you see some of that pus start to leak out of my claws.
what the shit?
You still have that?
What the shit?
And it then, and it goes back in.
Did you not wash your hands?
Was he a puppet?
Yes.
Okay.
Willing?
Well, sometimes you make bargains or deals or promises.
Deals.
His seems more like a deal.
Favor? A favor?
Perhaps.
Yes.
So he's still alive somewhere. He was just controlling this
It was.
somehow.
It was.
A puppet.
I'm over here. He was. Over.
Up the ass.
No. What? No.
Oh,
it was a puppet.
not that.
You and Pedro?
Goes beat red.
It was.
It's her butt.
Let's learn some new moves.
Yeah. How long has it been since we were at Meant to Be?
It's been maybe like 40 minutes.
Okay. So I'm also just not a tiefling right now. I'm just human. Which weird, but whatever.
And you're gonna walk in to talk to Mobo. Because the light is coming up in the city.
Yeah.
After getting the turnover, I'm sort of looking out into the streets, trying to see if I can see like an acolyte of any of the temples anywhere.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Oh.
I'm just gonna think of this really good.
That's fair. To illustrate my point to you,
Yeah.
I just cast Minor Illusion, and there's a perfect copy of me 30 feet away. And I go, so, the real me is here.
Yeah.
But you see how I over there.
Yeah.
Look. Yeah.
But with substance.
Yes.
Okay. How powerful do you have to be to do that with substance?
That's a good question.
Well, it depends on how close he is with Eureka.
And how far away can you be and do that?
Depends on how close he is with Eureka.
When you say close, do you mean like how long he's been doing it, or favored, or?
The nature of their relationship would be between.
And you watch as like Orlani's face, maybe for the first time, sours.
Depending on the nature of their relationship, it really depends. I'm not one to speak on other people's relationships.
Do you ever talk to her?
You can roll an insight check.
Okay.
Your acolytes wandering around are like, shut up.
Cool. I go out to them and like, hey, excuse me. I was just wondering if you could do me a bit of a favor. If you could, and I pull out 3 gold from my bag, and I'm like, if you could just take this and drop it off at Mint to Be. Make sure that when they open, someone gets it. Just, forgot to pay for something, so just help out.
Something's.
Yeah, well, it's probably a bit much, but I'm just happy with their food. It's very good. And I don't think that I'll be getting time to stop back there again. So
Okay. And you. And they ran off.
Yeah, dirty 20 insight.
Cool. So as you ask the question, do you talk to her? Orlani looks you straight in the eye and says, no, with the intention of like, I am going to give you an answer, and you know exactly what it is.
Okay, sorry. I'm just looking for ways to. Maybe you have understanding of how this person operates. Maybe how we can find them. But maybe you could ask her. It's okay.
I think
do
our
not
ta-
mean to overstep.
I think our task at hand is to figure out what's going on with these mushrooms, and my personal relationships will stay my personal relationships.
Lyra, listening to this, she goes, and then you hear, in kind of like a weird, as if it was like heard from a distance, you hear,
Not friends exactly, but allies, perhaps.
And I kind of like put my hand towards whoever's going to go into Mobo's shop.
You've seen this place before, and you've seen the entrance people, and
Came with my resume scroll last time.
Yeah. So, you're kind of ready to start walking up, and
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
CV.
I say, as we enter here, do we have a plan for engagement?
No.
We were going to ask about the mushrooms. Your wine, it's up to you how much you want to offer. I don't want to speak on behalf of that. I feel like I've already crossed the line.
It seems like a thing you do often.
Do we be
Or a lot of
honest about the
Snickers.
trouble that we find ourselves in with them, or are they going to call the city guard?
They will not.
They will not call the guard.
They won't need the guard.
Oh.
I'm-
Even if there's a bounty on us.
I
I mean, I
would,
hear a lot of alarms.
I would doubt there would be a bounty on us particularly this quickly. They're probably trying to find out what happened at the party, and since it was put on by Mint to Be, as we have already ascertained, they're likely firstly going to go there. They're probably not going to come around the stomping ground of, as you say, one of the major criminal underbellies in the city. I'm wondering perhaps if we ask for information, we ask how much it costs, and then we give this wonderful gentleman a sample of the wares. Now, I have this as payment. Do I have emotional ties to this wine? No. Will I be able to use it as leverage? Would love that. That sounds great.
Shall we begin polite then?
I don't see why not.
And in the event that it becomes an impolite affair,
And you see, like, that there's a small cork in the top of the wine casket, and it's like Orlani's claw is just like tap, 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 tap on the cork.
I take one of my rings and take it off and switch the finger that it's on. And I say, I will be prepared for impolite then.
Wonderful.
All right, let's just put our best foot forward.
This would be very weird if it went away partway through a conversation. And a tiefling again.
Come back to you. Okay, so you'll charge up the steps.
Yeah, and I just
Confidence,
open the door.
always.
Oh boy.
And you just throw the door open.
Hi!
That is not what I had in mind, but here we are.
And there's a bunch of toughs, you know, some hired goons, and of course they all pull their weapons.
Oh, hi, sorry. Didn't mean that. We, and I kind of like. Really?
Me?
Yeah, you're good at speaking. Come on.
And then you hear a booming laugh.
Yeah.
And it comes from a human man, and then he starts to step forward, and he's quite round, and he's probably in his 50s. He's got a really like aggressive red hair, red beard. He is walking out with a tray full of food.
You might remember me. I came with my resume scroll the other day. You were not interested, but here I am again for something else.
I have already heard from Pietro.
Oh!
I'm expecting you.
Good. That will make this enjoyable.
Can I offer you a
Yeah.
peach cobbler?
Transfers this big tray of food that he's got to his other arm, and he just.
It's great to meet you, Mobo. You a hugger?
Not really, friend.
No worries.
Okay. I do want to say I'm excited to hear that you're on the lamb, and so I have made you lamb pockets. And so he offers you a tray full of.
Clever.
More things with meat inside of other things.
On the lamb.
Oh.
It's a
You do hang out with thieves.
pastry with spicy lamb inside.
On the lamb.
Spicy.
I will take one,
Yeah.
and I will hold on to it. And is he waiting to watch me eat it?
No, he's just trying to offer everybody something nice. And then
Yeah.
if you take it, you take it. And if you don't, he's just going to slowly kind of like step over to the side and then put down the...
Yeah, I'll take one to be polite and put it with the bag of the other pastries.
Yeah, I'll take one as well.
This is the first thing I've actually eaten in a while. So as I'm standing there, Orlan, I'm holding the meat pocket, and in my hand, you watch as this kind of like the pastry starts to wither a bit in my hand and becomes, it's like it's been left out too long. And I kind of like watch it for a little bit, and then I go, perfect. And then I start eating it.
As that's happening, I actually consider eating mine, and I go, I see it. Ugh. Put it in the bag.
And the spicy flavors are perfect now to you.
Yes.
But they might not have been had you not done that.
No, certainly not.
That's good.
And he pulls up a chair and he gestures for all of you to sit. You already know who I am.
Mobo? Mr. Mobo. Hi.
Pietro has filled you in. And so you're here to do a job for me. So that I will tell you where I get the mushrooms from.
So you want us to do a job?
Nothing's for free, friend.
We also potentially
Nothing's
have
ever for
some
free.
payment for you instead. Do you like wine, sir?
I do.
I produce the small keg and I put it on the table. And I kind of like gesture my hand for a glass.
He'll gesture to someone else to bring him.
I like adeptly pour him a glass and then kind of like, or I kind of like do a flourish with the glass and then put it forward to him to taste.
Very good. Okay. So you've got an excellent offering. It's excellent. How much of it do you have?
Well,
Hold on. What's the job you want us to do?
It's a small, easy job. So how about some wine some wine is going to be excellent, and a small, really teeny tiny little easy job for me.
Depends on your definition of easy.
All I need you to do, and you see him shoot a look over to a young person in the corner, teenager, clearly their kid, red hair, a little androgynous, slim, shot up, grew too fast, just kind of like slouched over and looking really unimpressed, just mad teenager vibes. And he looks over and he's like, Jules, and Jules has made a terrible mistake. It's like a small job for me if you can just go and tell his mistake to get out of my warehouse.
His mistake?
Is his mistake?
Or who?
It's a young woman. She's just really mean.
How mean?
Psychically mean. And so my poor goons, sorry boys, just can't get close. And I just need her to get out of the warehouse. I don't know why they've taken up there. They call themselves the Death Moths. A bunch of bitchy teens. I really don't know what to do about it. A bunch of them.
How many is
Did you say psychically mean?
Yes.
Psychically mean teenagers? They just sass you really
Yes.
hard?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know why you like her. And Jules is just standing over there being like,
And there's one that Jules likes, but then there's a whole troop of them as well.
yeah, the worst one is the one that you like.
Now, the question is, do you want them gone? Or do you just want them gone from the warehouse?
I just want them to leave the warehouse.
I understand.
It's a reception facility where I have goods coming in all the time, and I need them to come in to that particular place. That's where everything goes. And then they go out, and I think she's doing it because she knows it's me and it's mine, and I want what I want, and it's mine. And I paid for the land, and I'm really just like, just make her get out. I don't care what it takes. Make her get out. It's easy.
But you
Just
see,
like-
you still need the warehouse itself. So no just like smoking them out.
Yeah, the building. I renovated the building. I put a lot of money into that building.
If I
And
may,
then they moved in like idiots.
Don't burn down the building.
I can see that you are distraught. by
A
these
desperate
events.
father.
You offered us this job in exchange for the information that we need.
And the wine.
The wine was offered instead of the job.
True.
You
Small
cannot
job.
have both things. You are a shrewd businessman, but a very intelligent one. Surely you understand this.
How much do you want to know about where the mushrooms come from?
Do you have other information for us as well that you could throw in?
Ooh, that's a good. Are you in charge?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
definitely.
She wildly looks panicked. She's like,
Day 2.
sure.
And as her representatives, we seek to get the best possible deal for our employees.
Okay, so I get the wine, and you clear my warehouse out from the moths, and you get the information about where the mushrooms come from.
And Halidon.
It is inappropriate to ask such things without offering.
And Aurora. Go through the buzzwords.
I'll tell you what I know about them. Yeah, I don't know anything.
Insight check on that.
Insight
Same.
check on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Insight check on the telling us to go get rid of his descriptions of these teens.
I'll work my way around to yours because yours is a little bit specific. So insight check on the I don't know anything about Halidon or Aurora.
19.
Okay. Is anybody higher than a 19?
I am at a 19.
19?
18.
18.
Dirty 20.
Gotta stop doing this with these dice.
Okay, so the 19s and 20s will be enough for the full group to get a vibe. Check on its. clearly he knows a little bit more, and he sees you sort of looking at him a little bit like, come on, man. He's like, okay, I know what everyone knows about Haladon, wizard missing.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aurora works for the queen, though. Like, you guys all know that, right?
What does she do for the queen?
She does what she's told, and I understand her latest foray has been in the identification, location, and security of magical items.
So she's a finder and a fixer, is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Is she a wizard?
No.
How does she accomplish her job so effectively?
She's a gun, and she's a sorceress, and she's fucking sexy.
Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. What
Sexy sorcerer.
what manner of sorceress?
I don't know that enough of her. I've seen her. I've heard. I've never been on the receiving end of a fireball or anything like that, but I understand she's capable of lots of all sorts of magics.
So Haladon is in some way a wizard is some way associated with Aurora, who is a sorceress who works for Valara, who is the Empress.
He looks over at you. If you are caught up in whatever that is, beyond my slightly dodgy kind of illegal mushroom trade, that part is fucked up. Like, if you're gonna go do that stuff, that is beyond what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in getting anywhere near any of that. I just want a couple of surly teens to get out of my warehouse, and I'll tell you about the mushroom.
Will you give us some mushrooms if we do that? You can listen to.
They're very rare.
You can have all
red
the
mushrooms.
wine.
Do you have any other mushrooms? Maybe less deadly, more fun?
Are there any mushrooms in the warehouse?
Okay, you got me. That's what's in the warehouse. That's what's in the warehouse is the guy. I had this guy. We called him the grocer. He was like tall and lanky and had this stupid blonde hair, and he was like really chatty. And he was supposed to do a whole thing for me. And I was moving mushrooms in the
Chakra
warehouse.
Sage.
Tark. Yeah.
He's dead now.
Fuck.
Puppet.
Yeah, you're tied up in this as well.
I don't think he's...
I just want mushrooms. So here, the thing about the mushrooms. I'm giving you this because you're gonna do this for me. The mushrooms. They're made using magic.
Yeah.
Under the moonlight. And the blue ones, if you put them in food, they will make the most amazing, beautiful, magical, sensory experience of sweetness. And the red ones, if you put them in food, the magical sensory experience is of like spice and explosion of heat.
What happens
Can I
if you
do
put
my insight check from way before
Yes.
so I have that
Yeah.
knowledge for this conversation?
But yours was specifically about.
It was about, how legit is this? How much is he not telling us about going and getting these people out of the thing?
More
And,
about the relationship between him and the Death Moths.
Yes,
Yeah.
and what's her face in particular.
So,
The roll was a 17 plus 3, so dirty 20.
and it is. He's clearly, every time he talks about the fact that they have magic, he rushes over it. They're all capable of some sort of magic. And it seems to be something that causes psychic damage.
Fun.
He doesn't understand it, clearly, but because he races over it. But he races over it because he also doesn't want you guys to be scared or nervous that you won't go.
Emotional vampires.
I see. Do these mushrooms have environmentally dangerous effects besides ingestion? Perhaps spores or some other aerosol that might affect a mind?
Something about them that I don't deal with because I just want to put them in my food, but something about them makes them illegal. And they've told us to stop the trade.
Who has told you?
representatives from Portalis itself.
And you said you make them under the moons.
I've never made them. I've never even been where they're made.
Where are they made?
Go north to the Opal Forest.
The witch?
The Opal Forest.
Opal Forest.
So let me tell you what I know about Mr. Sage. He showed up at an event that was recently happening, and he is your grocer.
Yeah.
Is he known to work for you? Do people know that he works for you? Worked for you?
It kind of goes across his face that
Oh,
people
shit.
do know. And he's like,
So let me tell you exactly what happened last night. So we were all at this wondrous party with most of the nobility in this city. And, well, your wonderful grocer set off a chain of events that involved everybody in the room exploding.
In pus?
In pus.
I'm taking a
It
look
was really gross.
outside to
Terrible.
see if there's anyone coming here now.
roll perception.
You can have guidance on that.
Yeah.
It's a 6 or
You're
4.
implicated, whether you want to be or not.
Nice.
The only way that we're implicated is that
Did he
we
say his
survive.
name out loud to everybody?
21.
Yes, to everyone, sir.
Like a lot?
A lot.
A lot of times, yes.
He made a point of it.
I do a detailed impression of in his voice of what he was saying right up through to the end.
Shit.
Knowing this information in retrospect, making his name so well known seems a little bit suspicious. Like,
He made a point of it.
He's framing you.
21 on the perception.
It looks like there might be some guards starting to shuffle down the street.
We should leave.
I agree.
But you're gonna go to the warehouse, right?
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, okay, here's what, if you go there and you actually get inside, I know, you can have whatever you find.
Oh, yeah.
Including mushrooms?
Yeah, don't worry about that.
That's what you want, right? You need them, right? And go from there, get rid of those gals. You gotta wine. Yeah.
It'll be at the warehouse when the job is done.
His
You don't really have time to argue with me.
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly shuffle over to Jules and just ask him, like, really fast questions.
Okay, everybody else go.
I'm
Go.
outside.
Running.
And Jules,
Hey, kid. What's the deal with these ladies?
it's Romy.
Romy?
It's always been Romy. It's always been Romy!
Why does she have to be in
just
here?
grabs you. Oh,
Ah! Romy? Is that the one you like?
I don't like her.
Oh.
I love her.
Oh. Does he seem like he's, like, under a spell?
Do you have any way to tell?
No. No.
Thinking really hard.
Roll Arcana.
Yeah, I can roll Arcana.
You look deep into his eyes and he looks madly in love.
Ah, I once felt that. Listen, this is your first romance?
Yeah.
You're very young.
But that's not what it's about. Doesn't matter how old I am or that it's the first one, it's real! It's real!
Oh, yikes.
Oh, Jules,
Come on, Mog, we've
Jules,
got to go.
Do have to leave
Okay.
now.
We're not gonna hurt her, but we will get her out. But consider the fact that you got a long way to live, you know? And if she's this toxic, maybe it's not meant to be.
He pulls out his locket with a piece of her hair and he goes,
Oh, jeez.
and as that moment happens and all of you escape, we're gonna take a quick break. And then we will head to find out more about Romy and the death moss and the mushrooms after this break! Woo!
This is going to be interesting.
Explore the wondrous world of the Curse of the Usurper in this sprawling 900-plus page, 3-book campaign setting. Our 3-volume hardcover book set is filled with beautifully illustrated and meticulously written content, sure to thrill players and inspire game masters everywhere. Terrify your players with over 50 new physical 28mm monster miniatures and over 400 printable Dwarven dungeon files. Manage your game easily with more than 60 beautiful maps and with stat cards detailing various new spells and diseases, over 50 items and over 100 unique monsters and NPCs. Want even more? Delve into the Curse of the Usurper with a custom Game Master screen, collectible campaign dice, pre-generated characters and character sheets, or grab the supplemental adventure of over 100 pages called Innocent in Still Echo and engage in a prison break from the sprawling dungeons of Havda. Lastly, included for free with every pledge is a shard virtual tabletop version of The Curse of the Usurper to be played online. Enhance your games with easily scanned voiceover text using the QR codes found throughout the adventure. Enjoy more than 10 music tracks specific to the campaign setting and adventures that are sure to heighten and expand your player's experience. Explore the sprawling port city of Havda, shop in over 20 fleshed-out stores, engage in animated tentacle arm wrestling in the Sunken Dream Tavern, fight opponents in Morven's Sorrow Pit, puzzle your way through Askel's Tower, and much, much more. Travel north through the frozen dark lands of Laskel, where players will negotiate with the vampires of Mornhaven, battle off-hill giants, and creep through Neverdawn Asylum. Players can journey even further south, dealing with the Sisters of Bleakbow and learning the secrets of the lost mines of Shekel, the lair of the fabled usurper, where the dead rise from millennia-old stone. Sharpen your weapons, strap on your adventuring packs, grab your spellbook, and back the Curse of the Usurper for an all-inclusive campaign experience today.
Thanks for calling QuestKeep. What question can I help you with today?
What does it take to be a hero? Some would say bravery. Some might say confidence. Others might say a brutal, unprovoked attack by a radioactive animal. But what if there was a better way?
You get behind-the-scenes exclusive footage.
Yeah, and if you're like me and you don't like people, there's digital stuff.
No, I'm not really on the phone. I'm just pretending.
For the low monthly cost of 1 banana and a Blu-ray copy of Rambo First Blood Part 2, you could not only be a founding member for the QuestKeep channel, but also use it to unlock incredible benefits, including QuestKeep exclusive updates, early access to content, private Discord community access with a VIP badge, discount on merchandise, lifetime founding heroes credit. Yes, all of that for the low monthly cost of a Blu-ray copy of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. But with no banana, because that Blu-ray is priced just a little bit higher.
Because we're such firm believers in democracy, we do have exclusive voting power.
Side chowder. 2 side chowders.
Join the Heroes Haven tier on QuestKeep's Patreon and become our hero today.
Mom, stop calling me at work.
In some tales, the adventure begins in a tavern. Not this time. In most tales, the heroes triumph over evil. Not this time. In all tales of my curse, I am bound forever to the Shadow Realm. Not this time. We've all had some refreshments. We've rested. We've remembered about Tomb Guardian.
That's right. We would like to say another thank you to our sponsors, Tomb Guardians, Curse of the Usurper. Check out their Kickstarter now. There'll be a link in the chat, or if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, link in the description.
Heck yes.
Go support the Curse of the Usurper.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's bring that energy over here because we have had to flee the Salty Pig for a bit, Mobo. And we are racing down to near the area known as the tar pit on your map, heading towards the dock.
Which dock?
The old dock. And you've been given some directions of how to get here.
Ah.
Yep.
So you can find the warehouse.
Let's follow the water.
Excuse me, goodness. Okay, so you're here. You enter in to a scene where there's clearly one large warehouse and a bunch of small buildings. Roll perception.
Okay. It's the third time.
Natural one.
Yeah.
All right. Starting over here.
Oh yeah. I rolled a 5.
Well, even a 5 gets an exciting reward. Which is your mini.
Yay!
Oh, he looks awesome.
It me.
And you land as you're all approaching here. What are you caught up in? Why don't you hear any sounds or see anything particularly interesting in the warehouse?
Interesting. Perhaps there is some psychic feedback that's hit me in a wrong way. No.
So as you reach out a little bit, all you hear is a bunch of rattlesome noise, just sort of echoing across your mindscape.
And I said, ugh. Teenagers.
You smell them almost with your mind. The way you could smell, like, you know what it smells like when you're in high school?
I
Like
do.
When you wander down the halls?
I hated
But
it.
that's like what's happening inside your brain.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. You're welcome.
17.
Good
17.
number.
Much
Gonna say.
better. And the mini.
Oh, yes.
So cool. You're also impacted by some of the energy, of course, but as you look around, you spent a bunch of time on the streets here. You've traveled a bit through the darkness, and through the alleys, and you look out across, and you do pick up on movement actually behind the buildings around this area. So you do spot a little bit of movement in the back.
Okay.
As though there are people also peeking around, watching to see if people approach.
I got an 8.
This is gonna be awesome. No one sees shit. except you. Okay, I don't know what's over here yet, but I'm just looking at faces.
I think I'm looking off in the distance, looking at a seagull eating a french fry. And I'm just watching it like gobble them down. I'm like, good for you.
Yeah?
You go, girl.
Yes.
It's best life.
Yeah.
Get it, get it, get it.
Little chippy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my impression of a seagull eating a french fry. That's
how
that
Lyra
was.
eats stuff. She's so
Yeah.
catches it.
Yeah, I'm like, hey.
And you all think I'm gross.
Yeah. Both things can be true.
Seagull eating starfish. That's weird.
Yeah. I'm good.
They do it. I botched.
Well, I did better than that.
You are the seagull eating the french fries.
I think
Seagull joking on French.
I'm looking over my shoulder to see if those guards were coming to us or if they went to
Mobo's place, and I trip.
Oh.
Yeah.
Roll your percentile dice.
Okay.
I'm gonna describe falling over.
Oh no, what if everything's gonna spill out of the bag and attract
22.
the seagulls?
Okay.
I roll a dexterity to see if I can recover from it in glorious fashion. 14.
So you did bring a bunch of treats?
Yes.
And there's like a pigeon flock that comes at you. So you realize that the bag of stuff that you took that had all that like bakery and like sweet goods in it, you've actually been trailing sort of crumbs.
Oh my god.
A ton of pigeons following you. And they're coming at you. Yeah.
The birds here are so aggressive.
And I throw the bag onto the roof of that building.
All right. We'll deal with that too.
13.
Better?
Oh, she's so
Oh.
pretty.
She's so...
Great.
Yeah, there'll be makeup commercials about her, I'm sure. And at a 13, you do pick up a little bit of movement, but you're not as focused on that, as you do pick up a little bit of, like, nah, like, but you don't pick up on anything super useful.
Oh, see, that sickens me.
Yeah. Oh, get ready. We are gonna have so much fun.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's gangrenous.
3.
Oh my.
How am I the second highest perception with a 13?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curse.
Just like ADHD'd out on the way there. I'm lost in my head, humming the, you know, for those who are paying attention, you can hear me kind of unconsciously humming the song that I was writing in the catacombs.
Nice.
So you've moved on past the initial phase, you're laying down new tracks.
I'm just lost about whatever in my head, but like the humming's just happening.
Okay. Is there a title to this song resolving in your mind?
No, not yet.
Okay. Keep me posted.
Gotta learn the whole story before I write my epic.
Loving it. It'll be on Patreon soon. Okay, so the 6 of you here pick up on the fact that there's a little bit of movement and a little bit of chatter, but it's unclear.
Look at them go down on those French fries.
Oh yeah, and a bunch of pigeons on the roof. On the stray seagulls that are your seagull has now it's like a pigeon seagull fight is happening up here on the roof, and it's right up here. This is an interesting battle. They already rolled initiative. It's complicated. You guys have not yet.
Okay.
That's fun.
Lyra's gonna mutter, "In the back, boys! In the back, boys!" to herself.
Does anybody else pick up on it?
Sure. And I'm like, in the back of what? Like
Boys, in the back, boys.
Oh, there's boys in the back. But I thought they were girls.
They were teenagers.
In the back.
Just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, jumping up on the roof, on the edge.
Oh.
Where she'll stay. She's got a bow and a little flame in her hand. And what she says out to you. We're like the death moss! And you should go.
No.
I knew Mobo was gonna send people.
Did you parkour up there?
Like, maybe?
Do your parents know where you are?
I don't know. Do your parents know where you are? You're not my mom. I mean, you're probably older than my mom. Gross.
My mom's
Are
dead.
they human?
She's human.
Okay, I'm like, that might be true.
So we are not going to kill them.
I mean, we could rough them up a little bit if they're snotty.
Yeah, why don't you come down here so we don't have to shout up at you?
And she casts her first spell. Out towards all of you. So you can roll a saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. And she goes out to you. Girls with asses like mine don't talk to idiots with faces like yours.
Okay, that's it.
I didn't put teenage sass on the safety sheet, and I'm feeling like I should have. Definitely.
Wisdom saves. I'll start on this end this time.
12.
Save.
23.
19.
Save.
23.
I'm way hotter than you.
14.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Wisdom.
Wisdom? Oh, okay, good. 3.
Oh.
Okay, no, wait. So the aberrant mind sorcerer is going to be there first.
You want to talk about this?
Yeah.
I do
How
want to
you
talk
feel?
about this. I want to.
Is it okay?
Give me a minute.
Because I'm rolling damage.
I clearly have to write teenagers as a nemesis
Or a vulnerability.
Okay, so you take 5 points of psychic damage.
Yeah, that sounds like being around teenagers.
Yeah. Ow.
All right, so you're gonna leave now, right? I knew Mobo was gonna send people. I knew it.
No, we're not gonna leave.
Yes,
You're
I
gonna
want to have a chat.
well, you can like fight me and all the death moths, or you guys can like just go.
Seems pretty cowardly that they're sending you out to do all the talking for them when, you know, I'd like to think that you're individual enough for you to all come out and really show us who you are.
Yes, girls with asses like yours.
I don't know.
I'm gonna open up some sort of into the bag. I'm gonna pull out some bread, and I'm gonna kind of like, hey, seagulls. See if I can get their attention. Is it like an animal handling check?
She has to like shake off.
And I chuck it toward. I don't know if this is like an animal handling or an athletics, but I'm gonna chuck it at her to see if the seagulls start attacking her.
Okay, so she's been, you know, you've thrown some stuff her way.
Mm-hmm.
You're literally gonna throw some stuff her way.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, we're like not afraid. And then you can roll just a strength check to see how far you can throw this piece of bread.
Strength check. Okay.
We're gonna fight them with
Ooh,
pieces
non-natural 20.
Oh wow. That's
So she's
gonna fight them with pieces
she's
of
gonna
bread.
backflip off of this roof here and land.
Wow.
And she like whistles, and as she turns around to whistle at her group, she turns around and your bun just like boosh her inside. I mean, I was gonna just probably like talk to you guys, but death moths! Everyone roll initiative.
It was inevitable. I don't negotiate with teenagers.
I will not be kind.
Jesus Christ.
I should have just done the thing I was gonna do. Oh well.
Yeah, really wanted to talk to them. Don't really feel like killing teenagers today.
No, we're just gonna get the seagulls to peck them.
We don't need to kill them. We just need to hurt them very, very badly.
Just knock them unconscious.
Marginally better, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They started it.
Initiative roll.
5.
Well, you're really rattled.
God.
eh?
Aberrant
Teens
dice.
get in there, you know, they like really, they can mess with your noodle.
No, they just know.
Everyone's like, oh, spell attack, magic battle, like battles of the mind? That's where the action
I
is.
work with teens every day and I'm still dumbfounded by some of them.
Okay, 22.
Nice. Yeah, that's
Mom.
10.
way better than me.
7.
I love it.
There we go.
Also 22.
Ooh, I'm gonna put you first, I think. Yeah. So
Your
or
dex
I-
is probably higher than mine.
I probably, yeah.
and
6.
Wow, Jesus.
we're well populated in the below 10s.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Rolling
loving
really
it.
Splitting.
Yeah.
Tough
We just
split.
want our special guest to feel special.
You weighted our dice?
The table's just like slightly smaller.
It's our equivalent of the red carpet treatment here.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Dice.
real kind.
Been rolling 20s all that.
Awesome. All right, Alla. Okay. So the bun hits her in the face. Lyra.
Jesus.
It's like, okay, so I'm rolling initiative here because they might. There's a good chance that you feel like they will probably try more sassy insults, or you know that they've got some other magic and stuff up their sleeve. So we're in initiative order, but you don't have to necessarily jump into combat the same way, you might see we do.
Yeah, we don't have to.
Lyra is gonna. You see her. She'll pull her like the hood off of her robe and kind of like squat down low and hold her hands out like this. And I'm gonna hold an action.
Okay.
Which is I will use.
And it triggers when.
It will trigger if any of us receive damage. Like if any of us get attacked.
Okay, so if you get
Or if
attacked,
I notice that.
we'll go to you. Okay.
Yeah.
And then following you, it's Orlani.
I'm gonna take a couple steps forward.
Oh, I will also say if anybody feels like they weren't quite positioned this way, I've just loaded you on. So,
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I'll take a couple steps forward.
We walk 6 abreast.
And I am.
Reservoir donuts.
Yeah. We slow motion made our way here.
I am going to kind of put my hands up and I say, Romy, was it? Jewel sent us.
She definitely like relaxes a little bit and like brings some of her aggressive arm stance to her sides a little bit. Yeah. Jules.
Now, take it from me. I know what it looks like when someone is so deeply, deeply in love. And they care for you and want to protect you. And they know that if it's not us that gets you out of here, Mobo will just send someone else. So leave and be able to be with Jules because you know they'll figure out a way.
Make a persuasion check at advantage. It's almost like you deal with teenagers all the time. That was really smart.
It's like I have to convince teenagers of things they don't want to do all the time.
I was just
Ooh, that's not very good. That is going to be a persuasion. That's going to just be a 10.
Okay. So she is pausing, but she's already whistled for the death moths.
Would you have considered that my action?
I'll give that one to you as a free to start. And you're looking at the look on her face. And she looks a little bit like, because the initiative order is more to help us, with the timing of this moment, where lots of things are going to ignite very quickly. So you reach out, things sort of slow down a little bit. You reach out to her.
I am going to hold an action.
Okay.
Would you like me to tell you what it is?
Just what it triggers by.
It triggers if she becomes unconvinced or I see any body language that determines that she is less convinced of what I have to say to her.
Okay. Fair. It's her turn next. And so she's heard you out, but she's also clearly listening. Like you can tell, and especially you can tell, that she's like absorbing information from other people outside of just who she's talking to. And they win out over your persuasion. But she doesn't attack.
Does it look like she kind of acknowledges that that's changed? Then she's going to have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. You will watch her grab, rather than an action, she reaches out to a similar looking like locket around her neck.
Okay.
And she like...
And she can make a wisdom saving throw though.
Her wisdom saving throw is an 11.
That is a failure. So she is now... actually, she gets to make that... we haven't fought her yet, so would that definitely count as advantage? We haven't taken any negative aspects towards her.
That's true.
So
That's true.
Except I punted her with a bun.
It's up to you.
Bunted her.
Yeah. But that wasn't me that did that.
You didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she is now charmed by me. And that's I am...
So she treats you like a friend.
She sure does.
Okay.
And I don't think this is concentration. This lasts for an hour. And I am acknowledged as a friendly acquaintance. And I look at everyone else and I say, don't harm her.
I've got both my rapiers out.
I look at Romy and I go, I know they're coming. But they trust you and they'll follow you. Because I know Jules is waiting for you. He has one too and he kissed it when we left.
He was really sweet.
You could tell the other death moths that we're here to take care of the warehouse and you can all have a break and go do something fun.
We have a better hideout for you. It's called Mint to Be. It's soon to be empty because the business is going to go under. An unrelated incident.
It is not a good place. But
So, unfortunately,
just down over there's a bunch of empty warehouses. They're a little run down, but probably...
she's hearing all of you out.
Yeah.
But the death moths have made a call. And all of them are swooping forward.
Do they look like they come from a home or are they like street children?
They are really random looking.
Okay, so like, is it?
But they look nice. Like they're dressed. They're well dressed. They've all got like decently looking. They look like they took their mom or dad's dueling rapiers and like snuck out for the day.
Fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sounds like a nice
Until
plan.
someone gets stabbed.
All right, so I'm just smacking them.
But yeah, don't hit her.
Okay, so and she's like, no, everybody stop. But instead, a bunch of them will cast similar spells. So everybody's going to make a series of wisdom saving throws.
Holy crap.
So you're gonna make 3, as 3 of these gals are capable of it. And you hear, if I wanted to listen to an asshole, I would have farted. And then someone else hears, that's why her hair is so big, it's full of secrets. And of course, the classic, why are you guys so obsessed with us?
Oh.
Rough.
All right, so 3 wisdom
I hate
saving
all of
throws.
this.
13, 14, 14.
Okay, so anyone who rolls 11 or under, that's when you're taking the damage.
Okay, so one set, second set.
7, 5, and nat 20.
Okay.
Wow.
So you're taking 6 points of psychic damage. You're all good.
Yep.
I save, fail, save.
You're taking 5 points of psychic damage.
Save.
No.
Fail, save, fail.
That just makes me want to kill them all.
You're taking 10 points of psychic damage.
Get fucked.
My health.
Fail, crit fail.
Oh no. Oh, this is canon now.
Do you at least have some resistance to psionic stuff as it's your biz?
It's my biz.
Oh my god.
You're most vulnerable to the things that are closest to your heart.
Honestly, I love that for you. What a brand.
Yeah.
Keep with your brand.
Yeah, I normally don't roll this bad.
Teams throw us all off. Don't worry about it.
Wow. Okay.
If I sit in my spot, the table's weighted so that I only roll twice.
Maybe these aren't the dice for you.
They are.
Do you want to borrow some dice?
Don't. I will not touch them.
Okay.
You take 12 points of psychic damage.
God damn.
Did you do percentile dice?
No, you roll this now.
Do you have any hit points left?
You
Yes.
doing?
Not great.
Okay.
Ah, my pride.
Oh, jeez. 84.
Mother of God.
Okay. Roll a d4. Okay, so what happens to you and why? Like, we gotta get back into, like, when you were a teenager at one point and something happened.
Long
flashback.
Or recent.
I can still.
So their names were all Janet, and they went around the academy together and were like colloquially known as the Janets. And it was difficult at times, you know. I guess I thought I gained power in my life after that, and I was like, well, I'm clearly over that. Something's happening because I am not. They hit me in places where it hurt. Like, why are your legs shaped like that?
Booth laughs.
Those things on your face clearly don't help you see because you keep tripping all the time. And other such things, and it's just it's just hitting me harder than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Old wounds.
The Janets. Not so much as dealt with as just buried.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. You can
Mine
deal
is a
with them.
powerful lockbox.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you look around them the way that they look at each other, and they look to each other for like support and encouragement and validation. Like, they look fragile.
Yeah.
Right? They don't look tough.
Oh, good.
They look like they're all trying to egg each other on and be the one who's got the best attack. And you notice that each of them, when they do these sort of attacks, they're all wearing a little choker with a gem on it. A green gem.
Fun.
And you have studied these.
I know. Sorry, I just can't see past this house here. May I see where they're all? Oh, we love that for Onavin. Yeah.
Whose turn is it?
Are you about to do a
Yeah. So I shift the rings on my finger and just.
It's their turn, so we're
Yes.
just resolving up this. And a couple more of them.
Oh, sorry. I rolled a 3 on my d4.
Okay, so you're taking 4 more points of damage.
That's great. Yes.
feeling so good about that?
It's going good. I'm not even gonna ask over here. I just assume it's great.
I'm still standing.
Do we have a healer?
There's blood coming out of my eyes and ears, but I'm still standing.
Okay, so some of them. So this was three insults that get shouted. There's 2 more teenage gals here, and they don't do anything because they're looking to Romy, and she is trying to get them all to stand down. A bunch of them look like you see motions. Those of you who are familiar with cantrip magic, some of them are about to try to do something like that, but they're trying to stand down. But they're using their powerful words because they've always wanted to just shout nasty things at each other, and they probably practice doing it. But 2 of them don't do anything, and they stand down with Romy near them. Mog.
Is there a Michelle in there? Yeah, Romy and Michelle.
She does only eat jelly beans.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna walk. Which one's closest has a choker on it?
Fuck it.
This one is closest.
I'm just gonna come up and snatch it off her neck. I'm gonna come up as if I'm like, hey girl, but I'm just gonna yank it right off.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah. I'm getting my hand in her face and see
Whoa.
how that goes.
So you walk up to her?
Yep.
And?
What do we
Make a...
Is it an unhand?
Well, you can do sleight of hand, or you can just do dexterity or strength. Like, what's the motion that you're doing here? Are you trying to, like...
I'm basically trying to, like, come in and just, like, off her neck. She's wearing a choker.
Roll sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
If you're going in...
Dirty 20.
Nice. Nice.
Unless she rolls really well. No. Okay, so you walk up to her and she's like, doesn't really understand what you're trying to do, and she thinks you're coming up to like butt chests with her.
Yeah.
So she's
I got my
like,
boobs
yeah.
like out and my shoulders back and coming up like.
Yeah, and it's like she's like ready to get in your face.
Yeah, yeah.
So that you guys can both be like, she's assuming you're gonna start yelling insults at each other, and she's
exactly.
there for it.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm expecting she's there for, but that's not what I'm there for.
Mm-hmm.
Just off.
And you grab it.
Yeah. Great.
And she's like, oh! Like, oh! Rude!
And I kind of just like, what are you gonna do about it?
It's not her turn. She looks like she's gonna do something about it.
Oh.
I mean, the first thing she might do about it is cry. You're not really sure. There's a lot going on.
She like what? Like what? She's 16, 15?
Yeah, they look between the ages of like 14 to 17.
Babies.
I probably just.
But across a couple different species.
What species is she?
You're looking at an elf. Or half elf.
Oh, I want to be so
pointy
mean
ears.
in this moment.
She's the maturity equivalent of a teenager, right? It's for the
Right.
different species, they age at different rates.
Right.
31.
Half elves mature at the same rate as humans. They just live a lot
Okay.
longer.
Yeah, there's just a couple other.
I think so. Is there water, kind of behind there? Is it another action to chuck it into the water? The thing.
There's not like enough nearby for you to be able to reach water
Oh,
and
okay.
throw this thing.
What about the seagulls? Have the seagulls come down?
They're up here on the roof, and then
Mm-hmm.
some crumbs have fallen. They've gotten into a whole thing that's been really complicated and interesting. They've actually by now made a peace pact.
Oh,
So they
okay.
moved on past combat, and instead they're like negotiating terms of bread use.
Oh, there's so much
Sort of
bread.
like a share,
Yeah.
bread share. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna like walk back and kind of like.
You're gonna if you leave, she could
opportunity attack.
Oh. Want to like back up like?
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna back up and just see what she does.
Oh, you back. She does take an opportunity attack against you.
Oh.
That's gonna trigger my.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
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 And I don't know about quite yours because it's more.
She already made her.
Oh, yeah,
that
it was
was
the
the
charm.
thing. Yeah.
Charm.
I saw her face change, so she already made. She
Yeah,
already failed her wisdom save.
Okay, so this is all gonna happen is she makes an attack against you. She uses a dagger. It's a good roll. 18 against your armor class.
No.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
She goes. You just. Like, yeah. No.
Classic.
So, what you'd see is because Lyra's been like kind of crouched down like this, and you'd see one from each hand, two like shimmering, ethereal, like feather-like objects just go out of each of her hands directly at the one that has just hurt Mog.
Ah.
Right. Roll to attack.
Yeah. It's gonna be a 24 to hit for the first one.
Yeah, we love that.
And a 14 to hit for the second one.
Hell yeah.
We're about to obliterate some
both
children.
hit.
They both hit. Okay. Then that's gonna be 12 damage.
Okay. So she falls over. And she's
Falls
not
over.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
She's not dead. She looks like she's probably got like a little bit of life left in her, but it's enough that it knocks her out of this combat. Like she's definitely like she's never probably taken damage.
I take 2 points of damage.
And now he's down.
Now I'm down.
It is the highest scream you've ever heard, and she hits the ground, and then she's looking up at Romy, you know, like as she's like at her feet, and she's just like, why did you let me do this? Yeah, so she's having a meltdown. You get the impression that she will not be attempting to fight again.
Well, that's why you just go away. Off with you.
But it's not your turn, Mog, anymore.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right. Well, they did damage to me and someone who's in my party, so I'm a little pissed. So I'm going to use my movement to. Can I get to the other side of the one that's down? Because I don't want to try to kill her.
Like you want to get
Can I
on this side?
Yeah, like just on the other side of her.
Just like walk
Like
over
step
her
over
prone
the body.
Yeah.
She's at about 30 feet from you.
I have 30 feet of movement.
I'll let you do it.
Okay.
You're just you get to her with the last like step, and you just go. Excuse me. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I don't know what you say when you step over top.
I say, all right, you reeky milk-livered. I forgot it. Footlickers.
They were insulting us.
You like throwing insults? Well, this one goes to 11.
And I cast Thunderwave.
Oh, that does change things.
Oh my god.
That'll hit Romy as well, won't it?
Oh.
Yes, I'm sorry.
You
It hits all 5 of them. It's a 15-foot cube. So they all must make a Constitution saving throw.
That is also so loud. Doesn't it ring out for like a mile or something?
300 feet.
Wave of thunderous force sweeps from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you. Con saving throw, failed save. They'll take 2d8 thunder damage.
Okay, so Romy rolls an 18.
No,
Yeah,
this
the guards won't answer that one.
Oh, maybe I think I thunderclap.
Romy rolls an 18. Everyone else is 15 and lower.
Okay, my save is 15.
Okay, so Romy and the one right next to her save.
Okay, saves take half damage.
Okay.
Ooh. Wow. Fun times.
Em looked mortified.
That is 15 thunder damage, and everyone who failed is also launched back 10 feet.
Okay, so these ones are
a
all.
bunch of adults attacking teenagers.
Yeah. I'm aware of the optics.
I don't regret it yet. Not yet.
So they stay where they are though, right? And they just take half damage.
Half damage.
Okay.
Yeah, so 7 for the 2 that stayed.
And when she takes damage, she can make her save again.
Oh, it's a save throw?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You do your thing.
They hurt me.
No, it then just
It drops.
ends.
It just drops?
Yes.
Okay. It drops. But she's also looking at her friend on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of other things going on for her. And so she doesn't make the face that you maybe expect her to when it drops. She's more just worried that this is going to escalate. And this used to be fun. And suddenly, it's very much not.
Okay, so I've got my sword still crossed in front of me.
Would you like to continue or end it here? You just have to leave.
You don't hear a reply yet.
Yeah, so pissed off paladin's time. It's you. Listen, you're obviously all outclassed here. You really need to just give up. We're not here to hurt you. He's an idiot, but you sort of brought it on yourself. And yeah, as I'm doing this, I walk over to, I don't know, the first person on the ground that's near me. And I don't know what your call would be on this, but can I use one of my paladin abilities that is not technically listed as a spell? It doesn't use a spell slot and still cast a bonus action.
Yeah, we're
spell.
in a weird kind of combat right now. So more things would be available because we're kind of like escalating up and down in time as the situation calls for it. So what's the proposal?
I'm gonna do lay on hands with the kid on the floor, whoever's closest to me, maybe the one. And it's the one I fucked up.
She whispers,
Yeah, whichever one's looking the
She whispers out and
worst.
she's like, "My name is Sechin."
Yeah, whichever one's doing the worst.
Now,
I'm
now that we
gonna-
know that.
Just end it.
She's the one who's been, barely hanging on, looking up at Romy.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Lay on Hands and give her like, let's say, 5 points of healing.
Okay.
Yeah. You're not here. All you gotta do is leave. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Mr. O.
That's Mr. Ooh.
Mr. Ooh.
Double O, O
All
squared.
right.
Thank you.
0017.
Well, nice.
I love it. Okay.
Sorry,
heal
how
points?
much for 5?
It's not a ton, but 6.
Oh, I'll take it. That's amazing.
And if we're like out of combat order, then I'm gonna go around to a couple of the other people.
Not quite yet.
Okay.
Yeah. It's gonna come back up to Lyra, Orlani, and Romy, at the top of the order.
And then, yeah, last thing, just, if you stop this right now, I can come around, we can do some healing, and you can all go on your way peacefully.
I also haven't had a turn.
Oh! Oh, you're right at the bottom. You're next, right? My apologies. My apologies. You were just so.
Why is he calling all of them Janet?
You did it. You did it. No.
Fireballs them all. The entire bar goes down.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so you've offered healing to them. That's lingering in the air as you had a moment, but
So this situation is in varying states of being handled, except I'm the only one with like blood coming out of my eyes and ears as I.
Well, some of the gals who got like splayed into the.
Yeah, but they're teenagers. They'll bounce back. I might not. These scars cut deep. No, I say I have had it with these children, and they all need to take a nap. And I cast sleep.
Nice.
In a point that would allow
Now
me
how are
to
they
get-
gonna leave?
Huh?
Now how are they gonna leave?
We'll drag them out.
In a wheelbarrow.
In a point that will get as many of them as possible in a 20-foot sphere.
Okay, so if you don't want to hit your party,
Can you choose?
Actually, hold on. Yes, I can.
Can't choose.
I
It's
do
an area
have.
effect.
Just checking to see to make sure I have.
Unless you have a careful casting as a
you could definitely hit all the gals this way if you aim back here.
Yes,
you just want to avoid your party, so you'll miss the one who's been healed.
I can
I'm
spend.
a half elf. Can't put me to sleep, anyways.
Say, I can spend a sorcery point to use careful.
Okay.
But yes, I will do that upon them. Let's see. Just want to make sure I get
So this
this
will be
right.
relative to the number of hit points they've got, right?
I believe so. Starting with the creature that has the lowest, each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends.
Okay. How many hit points am I going through?
30
something or 35?
5d8.
Oh.
I only have one of those, so I'm gonna roll this 5 times and see how we do.
Roll that.
6 plus 4.
10.
That's 10 plus 1
11.
plus 8.
And 19.
And that's 4 rolls, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Last one.
5th roll. 2.
21.
21. Okay, asleep. We had 21 points?
Mhm.
Asleep. Not asleep.
Just drowsy.
Drowsy. Romy's still up.
Okay. I say, let's all calm down and listen to the adults around here.
That doesn't like go well across her face. Like the let's all calm down was going well, but like listen to the adults gives her a bit of a like. Ugh. You see her take a deep breath. Lyra.
Lyra is gonna scoot over to the one that's on the ground that that Alla was healing, and is going to like lean over and kind of check on her, basically, see how she's looking, and caw in her face, which she doesn't realize is probably as frightening as it seems. But she's gonna be like, in like an "Are you okay?" kind of way.
I have no idea where this is going.
And then she's just gonna say, "You should leave. Please." And that's it.
Okay. She pees her pants.
Nice.
Yes.
That's the same.
Bird, yeah.
That's the same as what you asked.
She's still on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. I'm going to.
The only one of them still standing is Romy.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to Romy. Can I make it there?
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot the only word I can think of in this moment is like venomous look at Anthem as I walk past him. And I turn my attention to Romy.
Look, I understand what it's like to be in love. And sometimes love makes you do crazy things. I can imagine today you did not expect to come here and to have all of your friends get hurt. Jules misses you, so go
Be with them because you can. And I'm going to like gently lift the leather collar that I have, and she would see a handprint with claws over my décolleté. And it's like the skin is cracked and marred. And I'll be like, be with them because you can.
I might seem like a typical backstabbing, slut-faced hoe bag, but I'm like so much more than that.
Be the best slut-faced hoe bag that you could ever be. And go be in love.
I do love him. It was just supposed to be a like fun thing, and we would get a space to come and like be ourselves.
Mobo's not gonna let you continue to be here. There are so many other places in this awful city.
The city does suck.
Go.
The city's fantastic.
Please.
We're just in a shitty part of it.
Not the whole thing.
But like I don't feel like we're the death moths if we can't even do like we're supposed to be better than this.
Romy, you're gonna be the dead moths if you don't take everyone out of here. That's not a threat. That is simply the state of what is happening to your friends on the ground.
And she looks out at everyone else who's with you.
I'm not gonna let anyone kill you, but
I just
we can break your legs if we need to, you know.
I mean, I wasn't even going to do that. Don't mess with hardened criminals.
Not a criminal.
But no, not us. Momo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You are lucky that he sent us. It could have been so much worse. Gather up your friends and fuck off.
hold my axe off intimidatingly and say nothing. Just.
Marg! And Lyra's still crouched over the other one. He's gonna like kind of look up at her and go, and in like a woman's voice, you'll hear, "You've seen your first fight, child. And that makes you strong."
Oh, cute.
And she kind of like starts to cry a little bit. She's like, "Oh, okay, fine, we're gonna leave." And I didn't do it because I wanted to like just be tough, or I didn't want. I found in my dad's house a bunch of these like gem things, and then when I would hold on to them, and I'd be like, "Oh God, he's like making me so mad," and then I would say stuff, and it would like, I would see him like take, like it would hurt, and it felt good.
Who is your father?
He's like I don't know, he's like some noble guy in town. And
You don't know.
well, of course I know. I'm not gonna like tell you his name. You guys are gonna go find him and like take his shit.
I'm definitely holding on to this joker. I'm just gonna put it in my pocket.
What will happen is we will take.
I'm not a snitch.
I don't want you to be a snitch.
Yeah, I mean, we can find out your last name, no problem.
It's really not that hard.
I say it would be advised that you leave those chokers here and you go.
Come on.
All
Hand 'em
of
up.
them.
In the hand, right now.
She looks at you. I don't know that I still have powers if I take it off. And then what if he doesn't like me anymore?
I walk over to her, and if you'll allow me to spend an action here, I open my hand, and you see a rose start to grow in my hand, a little one, probably about this tall. And I take it off and I extend it to her. You don't need magic to be special.
Except that you did this through magic.
Yeah, aren't you showing her that by doing magic?
Pretty cool.
You can learn magic.
But not with chokers that make you angry.
They don't like make me angry. I'm just like this because it feels really good.
Okay, well, that's just being 15.
Yeah, I would recommend not, things that have power and give you power. You're probably accidentally making a really bad deal.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
There are people you can learn with.
And as I hold it to her, like, and if he doesn't love you without it, he's not worth it.
That's very good advice. It takes a long time to learn that.
So she'll take it comes off and like passes over to her.
And no poison damage at all from her to her.
Okay. And as she looks at it, she thinks about it a little bit more. And she tucks it back into her hair. And she unclips her collar. Her friends are all still fast asleep and super injured, but there's some heals you can offer, and she'll help to unclip the collars. And so each of you, because there's 6 of them, you can either leave them all with Mog, or each of you can take one.
I'll certainly take one.
So it's a crystal, a green crystal gem of a chaos crystal.
Sure, everybody have a chaos crystal.
And they've been imbued with some sort of magic where your insult can do psychic damage.
Vicious mockery?
All about vicious mockery.
I take it, but I don't put it on.
I would like to take one as well.
I would definitely take one.
Turn it into a bracelet.
Okay, so she kind of turns around and she's sort of helping to get her friends together. If you can help us.
They wake up after a minute.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So,
and so she starts to sort of pack everyone up. She's like, "What's gonna happen to the warehouse now? Because like, it was kind of cool place to hang out."
There's this place called Mint to Be. It's just down over there.
Don't do that. Don't.
It's a terrible idea. There are empty warehouses abandoned.
Well, that business is going to close down anyways. There's no way they financially survive this.
Let's not be hasty.
To answer your
It's an
question,
iconic place.
Mobo does business here. You knew that. So, what's going to happen here is there will probably still be business happening here. I'm sorry that it can't be your place anymore, but it was never yours to begin with.
Well, maybe it can. If you make things nice with... I mean, if you like Jules, be nice to his father.
I don't like Jules.
If you love Jules, then you're going to have to make nice with his father. But maybe you can offer to get paid to guard his warehouse.
I think we're over it. Like, whatever. We don't care anymore. It's fine. And they're gonna start to toddle off. But before they do, Romy looks over and she says, "Well, we kind of hit all this good stuff anyways.
Where'd you hide it?
But you guys seem cool. So now you're friends with us. Do you want to be Death Moths?"
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, so like as honorary Death Moths, you can totally know that there is inside the warehouse is a little secret place, and if you find that there is it's kind of looks like a ring, and if you pull on the ring, it seems like it should open like a thing, and it goes like down. I don't know what those are called, like a thing.
Like a trapdoor?
I don't know, like a piece of wood that's like connected to a thing, and then you like.
It's a trapdoor, yes.
A trapdoor, whatever. Calm down. Like I know fancy words, man. Okay, so like.
A little bit fancy.
I don't take damage.
So a trapdoor.
It's a trapdoor. And if you go, it doesn't like seem to open, but it only opens if you like kick it just right. So just like kick it a lot and you'll figure it out, because like we did. And then if you open it up, underneath there is where we put all the drugs.
Drugs.
Yeah, like the mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
They're drugs.
So there are fun mushrooms down there.
They're not just
red and blue?
There's red and blue mushrooms down there, yeah.
No,
What-
those are the.
What kind of drug effect?
They're not that fun.
I thought they were just
taste
food
good.
additives that tasted spicy or sweet.
Yeah, but like if you eat enough of it, like you put a little tiny bit in it, and then it's like, kind of sweet, or and you put a little bit and it's kind of spicy. But if you put like a whole bunch of it in something, like if you make, we make brownies,
Gross.
mushroom brownies, they're really good.
Well,
Yes.
Yeah.
how
And-
much of this
like
have you been
nutmeg?
eating?
What do you mean?
What does it do?
Like,
You feel great.
Oh.
You feel like everything is so good, Like if you eat the sweet ones and you eat enough of it, you're just like, this is the best thing ever. Do you know what ice cream is?
yeah.
No.
It's like really, really good. And it you know, when you take a bite of the best thing that's like delicious treat ever, it's like that, but like imagine 1,000,000 times over, and it lasts like an hour.
Oh, jeez.
Has there ever been any time where
How many is a lot?
You test it out. Just figure it out for yourself.
These kids are gonna hurt themselves.
Has there ever been a time where one of you might have, you know, what the phrase might be, read it out or blued out, like there's too much of a substance all at once? Has anything bad ever happened? You're not gonna get in trouble. I'm not gonna knock on you.
It's kind of bad every time it's good.
Bad how?
You just get like really sick.
What kind of sick?
Tummy sick?
Vomit?
Pussy?
Lyra makes the sound of people exploding.
So specific.
Was there more of you originally?
I've never seen anybody like explode or anything, but it does like weird things to your insides, and they sort of like expand, and then you get kind of leaky. It's gross, but it's really fun. And then everything feels amazing, and then you like walk down by the water, and then you just like find a place to, you know, let it all run out.
How long?
What, like pee or
No.
what? Pus?
Yeah, but not out of the.
No, I mean like literally like shit themselves.
Yeah, where are you leaking from?
Okay.
Do you need a description?
Yes. How else are we gonna know? This is good information.
You can just try it. I mean, I haven't imagined.
I don't want to leak. These don't sound
Then
fun to
don't
me.
try.
We are not.
I'm not going to. I'm asking about this so that I don't have to try.
Yeah, it's like you get the shits, only like really, really bad.
Okay.
All right.
Please go home.
Iconic. 10 out of 10. No notes.
No notes.
And one more thing, please. When you do go home, your father, apologize to him. And as I say that, I cast Detect Thoughts.
Does he have more of these? Keep casting. Crystals? You said he had a whole bunch. Was this all of them? Or?
All the ones I could find,
Where'd you find them?
like in his study, in his like secret place.
His secret place.
Am I getting any of who their father might be on the surface?
Yeah, you're gonna get the. She's definitely not gonna apologize.
I don't care about that. I just wanted her to think of her dead.
Yeah, she's thinking about him. She's remembering the moments of the things that he said to her, which are all, you know, if only you did your hair like your mother.
Yikes.
If only you still could fit her clothes. If only, you know, you had been a more attentive daughter, maybe she'd still be here.
Oh.
This guy.
Do I get a name?
Yeah.
She's not thinking necessarily about his name. She thinks of him as dad.
And
Do I get a
your father's
face,
name?
an image?
You can see, yeah, you get a picture of his face.
Okay.
He's like really square-jawed human. He's got a very manicured beard that is gray with white in it, and his hair is very manicured as well, but in kind of like up in kind of a really fashionable poof area, and it's all the same like gray with like really distinct white through it. So you could describe him.
I guess the last question would be, is that face anyone I would recognize from the party last night?
Great question.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or like emblems or sigils.
Love that.
Roll history. you did not see the face at the party.
Okay.
She's like, yeah, all that.
Yeah. That
And
too.
the way he's talking to her and the things that the vibe that you get, he's not fun. He wouldn't go to an event that was fun. You know, like he's not that kind of guy. And what's your history?
I rolled a natural 1.
It's going great over here. There's a bunch of symbols in the room that might identify him or his family or the house, but you don't know any of them.
She thinks of her mom, and her mom's name was Janet.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, those are symbols.
Yeah.
That one looks like a triangle.
Yeah. There's a bunch of shapes of it's like a bird kind of a symbol.
On second thought, do not apologize to your father. He sounds like a miserable wretch of a man.
You're like, sounds like you know him, but like, okay. And so she's trying to get her gals out. She's giving you the information about where to access. Do you have any last things to interact with her? She's trying to get the rest of the death moths up.
No. Nah. Off you go.
No, I've used my lay on hands for the remaining 5 that didn't. So they only sadly get 2 points each, but like, you know, that's advantage.
Sorry, how many kids were there and how many chokers did we get?
There's 6
One
of them.
each.
And we got one each?
Well, yeah, that's convenient.
I'm going in the warehouse. I say, child, and I give her my choker back.
And she accepts it from you, and then she kind of looks it over. I don't think I need it anymore.
That's right, the power was within you the whole time.
No, but I think it's gonna implicate me in having taken it from his room, and then I'm gonna be in trouble. And I think I got other plans to fuck with him, so I don't think I want this anymore.
Okay, I'll just sell it.
No, I'll take that back. Thank you. Just mage.
You know what? What I will give you is it's all I eat, and it's the best thing ever. And she opens up a package of. It says on the front of it in a really beautiful, fun script that's very colorful, lemon moons, and it's just a bag of lemon jelly beans. She's like, it's my favorite thing, so you can have some, and you can have some, and when you eat them, think of me, because they're really tart and sour, and they really want to hit you in the face, kind of like me.
It's charming.
Take care of.
Yeah. You're just okay, that's enough. Go into the warehouse.
I give the jelly beans to Lyra, and I say, here, these are made with gelatin. Can have that.
Oh, some of those.
Would you like some bread? Still have a whole bag.
Yeah, I don't need bread with my jelly beans. Don't quite go together.
I don't know any of you at all. And you don't know me. But I want it to be said, if it ever gets out that I was bested in the ways of the mind by a gaggle of teens, I will find you.
I don't hear this because I'm inside. Did you do any brain stuff with him? I mean, you were talking about it, Dad. You knew him.
You just kept saying Janet?
That's different. Ignore that. Forget that, please. Yes, I could not get a name, only a face.
Anything else?
An image, the symbol, a bird's head, bird of some kind.
Can I roll on that, and can I roll at advantage because I've spent time here with?
I was gonna say you might even just know this.
Oh, okay.
You would guess based on the scenario that it would be Northcrest.
Okay. Yeah.
A noble that you know.
Yeah.
He doesn't go to. He's never hired you. He doesn't go to events and stuff, but he funds a lot of charity things.
Interesting. Yeah. It's a bit of a philanthropist, actually. I mean, that could be just a cover, but
Perhaps he should start investing more time with his daughter.
I agree.
probably. I know where he lives. If we want to check this.
We can keep that in mind for another time. For now, we must finish our business here.
I believe Anthem is already inside.
And as you head inside to
I
join,
don't trust that. That's. And I will walk inside.
you would probably have been able to, in that time, find the trapdoor.
Cool.
And it takes a couple weird kick type things. It's like kick the handle, kick the door. And eventually you're able to, it's almost like it has to like be pushed to unlock. It's not a complicated idea, like there's no magic involved. It's just that people who would come into the warehouse know the trick of it. And as you pop it open, it leads downstairs into a cellar.
Is there anything on the top prior to going down the stairs that's interesting, or is it empty?
No, it's full of shipping goods.
Oh, like anything interesting or just boxes?
What are you interested in?
Great question. I don't know, is there like weapons or letters or anything?
Things that are small and high in value.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
Okay.
Is there any
Linens,
boxes-
textiles.
Any boxes that are marked from Adarjan?
Oh.
Interesting.
No.
Okay.
There's stuff that looks like maybe it comes from like a bit farther to the east.
Okay.
But nothing that looks like it's got allergens in it.
I'd only be looking for stuff from Adarjan.
Okay. I'll head downstairs into the cellar.
As we're heading downstairs, because I think we'd probably be near the back of it, I'm gonna turn to Ala and say, in the voice of the teenager, backstabbing slut-faced hoe bag, and then I'll go, backstabbing, yes, slut-faced, no, hoe bag, no.
Well, I mean, I don't think that it's really, there's nothing wrong with having fun. So, slut bag, I don't think that's really appropriate. Yeah, I think, she's just confused. Probably needs to find somebody else, but, yeah.
Hoe bag.
Probably not. She's probably talking a big game. But, never know.
Yes. Backstabbing, slut-faced hoe bag. Strong, strong, strong. And then tick, 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 she's gonna...
Yeah, I hope that went well.
I think it did, yes.
I'm not sure either.
So you head downstairs. Everybody kind of follows through. There aren't any lights on, but there are clearly places where braziers could be lit.
I have dark vision.
If everyone else is able to see, or you can light something along the way in order to light it up. And downstairs it looks like it's full of contraband.
Fun.
Sweet.
So assorted things that would be considered illegal. Even just some looks like they're probably magical fireworks, and they've got a stamp on the side of the box that just says, confiscated by the authorities, sort of a thing. It looks like a tag on it, so that one's kind of interesting.
Anything that looks like a bag of holding.
Oh, interesting. Investigate. If anybody else is looking around, you can all roll to investigate.
Yeah.
And
Or
cast guidance on myself as I do so.
Very nice. Or for Ala, are you concerned that some of the things are clearly that the authorities have labeled them they clearly were taken from the premises of guard facilities?
I mean, not enough that I'm gonna do anything about it.
Fair. Okay.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I rolled a 9 on my investigation.
So
It's not my episode, and that's fine.
Did you just stop at 9?
Oh, this is a D10.
rolling D10s.
Can you imagine?
You just
get
flip
for
it
all
I
over
mean,
point
the dice are all kind of strangely shaped. I wouldn't be surprised.
Your D12 has 5 sides.
Yeah. I checked.
Okay, so there's nothing that's the kind of thing you'd be interested in.
Right.
You do notice that there's a stack of parchment, and so you kind of quickly flip through the papers, but it's all invoices and
It isn't anything about the properties of the mushrooms themselves.
no. Nothing that's really what you would have been focused on, because you kind of laser focused into what you're looking for, and then you've got your own things that you'd be looking for, and you kind of already knew this might not be the kind of place to find any of that stuff.
That's a 14.
You will be able to find a couple of interesting weapons that are also kind of stashed to the side. Looks like none of them look particularly good, but there is a +1 dagger.
We like that.
In the mix.
Okay.
For the rogue, sounds good.
Friend of dirty 20.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What are you particularly looking for, or interested in here?
I mean, mainly the mushrooms.
Okay.
But I'm also looking around if there's anything kind of just, I don't know, like that I can use to like, I've kind of run through all my money, so I'm kind of looking for anything that if we get into a tight spot, I can pay somebody off with.
You will uncover a small safe.
Oh, shit. Okay.
It's not the kind of thing that you are capable of opening on your own, but you've located it.
Yeah.
And you're easily able to get a quick scan, flip over a few things, and realize that it's crates in one particular corner that hold the mushrooms. And they are separated into ornate small chests inside the crates that are decorated with the shape of the blue moon or the shape of the red moon, and they're kept distinct from each other.
Oh.
Purposefully in like different boxes inside of different crates and separated.
Interesting.
Blue mushrooms in one and red mushrooms in the other. And you can see around there that clearly some of the mushrooms have been dried and ground up, and then like clearly it looks like they've been scooped into something or used for something else.
Right. Okay. So I point that out to the rest of the party, and I ask if anybody is proficient in opening some safes.
In the meantime, I pulled out my crowbar, and if there were crates, I'm just cracking them open.
Popping them all open.
But I only rolled an 11 in my investigation.
Okay. So you open up the firework one, because that's like kind of cool, and it's full of small fireworks that do explosions. They've clearly got like magic elements inside of them. Kind of interesting. Another crate nearby looks like it's also full of. It's probably illegal. But why is it illegal? And it's crates of wine, like it's crates with bottles of wine. They all say that they're from Lendar.
Oh.
So something's going on here with a trade that they shouldn't have done. There's a couple of other crates that have some other interesting items. They are mostly gems and jewels that look like they've been packaged up and relate to a particular person. So it looks like they've been scavenged from like somebody's personal safe or vault.
Yo, gems and jewels. Do they look very valuable?
Just in case you're not aware, you were looking for stuff from Attergen. Lendar Red is a very famous wine from there.
Wonderful.
So it's only once we get into that crate that we can notice it.
Sorry, the jewels and gems look very valuable.
You found this on an 11?
I'm gonna pocket.
So when you try to take them, they're an illusion.
Bitch.
You found this on an 11.
So as you go to put your hand into it, there's nothing in there. At the bottom of that
Why would
crate,
they even do this?
At the bottom of that crate is a little envelope.
Psych.
It does say, looks like you're second.
Fun. Love that.
And there's a chocolate pistachio truffle there.
Pietro.
Absolute masterclass. I love this man.
Just flourish.
I see it, just my face goes beet red for a moment, like.
With guidance, a 16.
Nice. Near the crate that has Attergen, or that when it kind of gets opened up, it's Lendar Red, there is actually another box close by, and it's just full of dirt. And it's small.
Can I?
And it has a warning on it that says, do not spread ever.
Can I give it a good sniff? Do I know what this dirt is?
Yeah, there's a bunch of like crumbs of like other kinds of dirt around it. So there's like, okay, so it's a crate. Inside of that crate is a little box. The box says, do not open this or spread it anywhere. There's other like bits of dirt around there, and it is so good.
Amazing. I take it.
It smells like from home. So you'll have a box of dirt that says, do not open, ever.
I got a box of dirt.
And as Anthem opens the bottle or the box of Lendar Red, I absolutely take one of those because that's wine from home.
And it is fancy good stuff.
We love fancy good stuff. So I'm just gonna write a fantastic box of dirt in my.
I also take a bottle of that red, actually.
And I'm gonna go once we've gotten into the mushrooms. I am going to take a box of each.
And Ala's roll. Did you investigate, or do you stand
I did not do any investigation. I let all of them do that. But I cast Detect Poison and Disease, so which is within 30 feet of me. If something's poisoned, diseased.
Once again.
I have a guess.
Gosh, do I light up like a Christmas tree?
And I'd be able to detect it through crates and everything. So I'm just walking around. How much of this is poison?
The only thing in the room that lights up is your new friend.
So you want to come help me?
The mushrooms aren't poisonous?
Their mushrooms are not poisonous.
Sandstone.
As mushrooms. They are all like, so if you like crack one to open it up, they look like little distinct, slightly drying out little mushrooms. On their own, they don't register.
Are they color capped? Like
The whole mushroom's blue.
a whole mushroom?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not just like
Incredible. Are they in like little baggies or something, or little?
They're inside little tins.
Little tins. Okay, I'll take a tin of each, and then I'll ask if anybody can help me crack open the safe.
Safe.
Yeah.
Safe.
By the way,
You? I watch.
the way I've been rolling today, maybe not.
You can have guidance on that one.
Ooh, thank
So
you.
as I come over you, I kind of take a peer over your shoulder, and you just feel a light, almost dust, of something settle on your hand. It doesn't feel wholly unpleasant, but you are very palpably noting that something is there. There is absolutely something that is sitting on top of your hand.
I just freeze for a second and look at you.
It's fine.
Ooh.
Don't tell me what the roll is.
Oh.
Because we're going to find out what's in that safe and how to make mushrooms poisonous and what's going on in the opal forest where these are potentially made and why that happens and who's using them and for what next time.
I'm gonna write down my roll.
Right.
Will they solve the case of the magic shrooms? Will Onavin get over his weird thing with teens?
No. That's with you for life.
Incredible. Emotional damage.
Thank you, players.
You and I need to do some meditation and get through some of that.
Yeah, I agree.
Spend some more time. The temple. Okay. This has been a delight. We'll be back for episode 3, the very near future. And I want you to tell me what's going on in your games. Where are you at? What kind of adventures and mysteries and murders are going on in your world? What's happening? Let me know. You can reach us on Twitter, on Discord, all sorts of amazing places where you can find us.
On Patreon.
On Patreon.
Patreon.
And I'm Roz, your DM, Ruzilla Online. And when you roll the dice, you make the magic happen. Thank you for joining us!